Welcome everybody back to the Reditus campaign. We're back on episode 4. A little recap for everybody. So our for now, we'll just call them adventurers because nobody's done anything heroic yet. So our 4 adventurers coming from islands off, now we're finding out was the mainland. Came together on a ship, mysterious ship, and some sort of accident happened. The 4 of them woke up on a beach to find another half-orc halfway up the beach missing a leg. They kind of brought him back, healed him up, patched him up. And then investigating the beach, they came across 2 individuals, a human and a half-orc. After some conversating, they left them alone. And our 4 adventurers proceeded up a road and uncovered a hidden chapel. Temple of sorts. So a little bit of investigation. They discovered a way down below the temple into a subterranean temple where they solved yet another puzzle, which activated some sort of event. So Atlas, something happened to him. It kind of displayed some sort of image. It looked like some sort of historical event or something happening in reference to 5 points on this world. They kind of put their heads together and kind of figured out this map that they were showing as this event happened was pre-cataclysm, before this large event that happened. And Atlas happened to, as he investigated when he was on the ship, find a map that they have now discovered is the current map of the state of the current world. So he was able to compare both of those, compile them, and confirm he does kind of have in his memory banks now the pre-cataclysm map and the current map. After this event, Darius Silverstrom, he was the one that activated the magic, and in doing so felt something strange within him. We kind of lost him for a little bit, but he came back to us after this all happening. Sort of an infestation of zombies that seemed to be stuck behind a wall had broken through. Our adventurers had cleared them out after some tricky play by Mr. Felix Tinkerspark with a nice little grease patch to slow the entire combat down. Thanks for that. And then proceeded into what looks like some sort of mining area. Some investigation in there, found some special items, found a letter from the foreman. Some strange door device that Felix was trying to get open or look into, but it looked like it was a one-way door. And as this all happens, their one-legged friend Dorhan comes charging down the tunnel that was uncovered, jumped into the room fully on both legs with 2 swords at the ready, saying, "Where are they? I'm ready." What would you guys like to do?
I'm still in this room, right? So I don't even see him. I assume I can hear him, though.
You can hear, yeah, you can hear. Like, there's boards against that window, but it's not like soundproof or whatever.
Dorhan, hello! Dorhan!
I'm sorry, your voice was different for a second.
It was weird.
Where are they?
I was projecting it.
Is it clear? The zombies, are they gone? Dorhan's
I believe
frantically
so.
looking around just to see, he's checking for danger right now. He's standing at the ready.
Dorhan?
What? Hey, what? How did you?
Yep.
I thought you lost one of your legs.
What? How? What?
Are you all safe? Are you all safe? Is everybody okay? What? Jack?
We're safe as pie.
Is Jack okay? Where is he?
As he says that, Jack's going to start making his way back over near Gunner, and then he's going to let out a sharp whistle, and Reen is going to make her way back as well.
Okay. So Dorhan walks over to Atlas and helps him up because he had pushed him through. Sorry, little one. I just wanted to make sure everybody was okay. Sorry.
Mighty
He
fine.
picks you up.
Looks like your leg is all better. How?
I'll tell you everything. I think we should get somewhere safe. I don't know. I don't trust this place.
I mean,
There's bones
we're
everywhere.
pretty safe here.
Yeah,
There's nothing really happening here.
We cleared it out.
Okay, I guess I'll trust you all if you say it's clear. You've checked all the exits and everything secured.
Oh, absolutely. First thing we did.
I mean, Reen saw some spider webs over there, and he's gonna point in that direction.
We should check the area out if we're going to spend any time here. Otherwise, we should head back to where we know it's safe.
I don't know if we know anywhere that's for sure safe on this island, to be honest with you.
I agree with that. I like so far. There's either been crazy shit happening or scary shit happening. I haven't had anything that's felt like a vacation.
Well, I know that I need to get you to Centaurium, and I can't believe that underground there's a pathway that takes us there. It makes sense that we be above ground. We can get our bearings, see what direction we need to go. Speak to people. This looks like nothing but death down here.
Kind of smells that way too.
It was.
How did you get down here?
I came down the ladder.
But
yeah,
I went
there's
up
a
the ladder.
back there.
I went up the ladder. Remember, it was blocked.
Okay, I don't feel safe here. Can we at least go into that room somewhere where we're protected?
Can I do an
don't
insight
feel
check
being out in the open.
to see if this is actually him?
Sure. Roll an insight check.
Natural 20.
Yeah, from what you can tell, this is the same Dorhan, but plus a leg.
Jack's going to look to Reen and point for her to go back to the entrance she was standing at, showing that she's taking point, and Jack will make his way to the little room.
Okay, Dorhan's heading over to the room as well.
Don't worry, Dorhan. It is always safe when you're among friends.
Ah, yes, little one. Friends I don't know much about, but I feel that we can watch each other's backs.
Well, that might be hard. Because if you're watching my back needs to be towards you, which means I can't watch your back. Because it's faced away from me.
We could make a circle.
We could make a circle.
Agreed. Protective circle it is.
A circle of friends.
A protective circle of friends, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so Atlas, you want to come inside as well?
Circle of friends. No jerks allowed.
Do we really think that this room here is the safest place to be? I'm not sure.
I think
Listen,
the
I
temple
want
is the
answers.
safest place to be. I'd rather be up above ground in a secure area where we know where both exits are, but I'm not going to go against what the group wants for now.
I just feel a little claustrophobic getting into a tight room like this. I mean, I spent a lot of time in mines, and I gotta say, getting into a room like this is not going to be good if there's any kind of collapse.
Okay, well, let's have a quick conversation. I'll explain what I seen, and then we can perhaps move from this place. I don't feel comfortable. There's bones everywhere. There's death everywhere. And we're saying have a conversation.
Still less concerned about what you saw, more concerned about what I see.
Okay,
you
I'll
see?
stand at the door.
How did you get a leg back?
So I can't explain exactly how it happened, but I'll tell you how this appeared. As soon as Jack went down the steps, the statue it came together again. The shimmer that it had, it disappeared. It was solid. So I immediately panicked. I looked around the room, and there was racks across the back of the room that all kinds of cloaks and clothing and short swords and different types of
Bare
equipment.
legs?
No legs. No legs.
Okay.
There was some pickaxes and hammers, which I assume was probably for when they come down here. But I grabbed the pickaxe and I just kept hammering at the statue. I broke pieces. It almost had it all broken apart, and I was exhausted. As you know, I was so injured and exhausted. It was hard for me. So I took a quick rest. I walked through the room. I went to go get some equipment. And as I was coming through the room, this red circular beam shot up right through my body, right through the floor, right through the ceiling. I expected pain. It was a burning, but as I looked down, I seen the bones, the flesh, the muscle, the sinew, the skin start to form back on my foot. My leg, it just came back. This beam of red light that was shooting up in the air somehow had given me back what I had lost.
Well, that's a happy accident.
Very magical.
I mean, it checks out from what we saw, but
Atlas, show him what the red beam did to you.
What did it do to me?
Your friend.
That was the red beam?
I think the red beam came from Atlas, didn't it?
I mean, if a red beam that strong can heal Dorhan, you think that would explain why your friend grew?
Well, I don't know. Maybe he grew because it was his time.
What friend are you talking about? He kind of grips his sword, one of his swords, a little bit tighter.
He doesn't come out. Just a friend of mine that is joined the party.
Okay, I'll trust you. I have no choice at this point.
I don't trust it. It's one of those vine things.
You have one
I'm
of
not
the
so
vine
confident
monsters?
in it either.
It seems to listen to him, though.
It's an X-Vine thing. He's moved on. Better things await.
I think it still is a vine thing.
So Dorhan walks over to Atlas and just puts his hand on Atlas's head. So far, you've helped me, little one. I'll trust you with this. Just gives him a pat on the head.
Why, well, thank you. I believe we're good friends now, so trust is almost certain.
Indeed. And then he pats his
May I
head
look at your leg?
really hard. Of course. And he pushes, he kind of opens up the side of his very long white cloak.
I'd like to just inspect the leg and see if there's like any, if it's like completely regrown or is there like any signs of anything?
So there doesn't, you can't even see where a separation between the growth is and the kind of like the whole part of the body. It doesn't look like there's any separation. It's almost like it would that there was no cut originally. It's so perfectly melded together, you can't see any type of separation on it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. I don't even see any kind of separation. It's like it's perfectly mended together.
I
Or-
can
Guys,
only
let's
see
take a
some-
look at this.
I've never seen any type of healing magic like that before.
Felix, come here.
Be thankful it was nearby then.
Yeah, Felix will walk over and take a look.
You said
Yeah.
that this beam of light came out of Atlas?
Yeah.
Well,
It,
I mean, the energy came from the 5 orbs. The orbs took the energy and then they shot into the center.
yeah, but Alice was kind of like the conduit for all of it, from what I could tell.
Are you damaged, Atlas? Are you okay?
My systems are operational. I've reported no errors. I did lose functionality for a certain amount of time in which I believe I was, as people like you would say, dreaming. But other than that, no, perfectly fine.
Okay, that's good. I have to get you all safe back to Centaurium.
Yes, absolutely safe and back to Centaurium.
Yeah, sorry, what is Centaurium?
Centaurium is the city that we're bringing you to for the tournament.
It's the city for the tournament.
Okay.
Gorhan, why did you become Gorhan the White?
This cloak that I found amongst the other bits and pieces against the wall. There was another one of these 2 cloaks I grabbed. I recognize this. This is the type of cloak that we would wear many's a time. You can make it change to whatever type of look you wish to have, and we would wear these so that if we were ceremonial, we could change to that. If we were in battle, I thought you were in danger, so I made it a bright white, with of course the Centaurium symbol to attract anything from you as I came through the darkness.
Hold on. The Centaurium symbol is your initial?
The golden C in the front of the.
Well, is that a C? It looks like a
Cape.
G. Fair enough.
Your name is Dorhan.
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. I don't know why my brain did that, but doesn't matter. He's Gorhan now in my brain.
Was anybody else affected by Atlas's energy outburst?
Oh, are we for sure that it was me? Because I don't know.
Can I do any
So
kind
what was going
of
on?
like check or anything to see, make that connection, like that light beam, the long rest we got, see if like it was the same thing, like the beam came from Atlas? And
Roll an Arcana check.
16.
Okay. So your understanding of Arcana, you do understand the movement and flow of how the energy works within mechanisms, and you could tell that Atlas was the catalyst. There was existing energies within the spheres, but you can tell that it required Atlas for that energy to escape to wherever it was trying to escape to.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I said that I really think Atlas was the conduit for that energy, and I mean, I think I don't know about you guys, but when that flash of light happened, I felt reinvigorated, like I'd had a good night's sleep.
Agreed. I felt pretty good afterwards as well.
I'm not gonna lie, I woke up feeling weird.
Well, to be fair though, I think you're kind of always weird.
Maybe that's your good.
No, I know what I feel like in all my different states. Thank you, Felix. I felt different. I don't know how to explain it.
Clearly.
Yes, thank you for my medical professional. You are 0% help right now.
Well, I mean, the beam that came from Atlas seemed to mend all sorts of things, like restoring Dorhorn's leg. Maybe there was something wrong with you, or maybe you had like a broken heart or something, and it fixed that for you.
Me, a broken heart. Come now.
Oh well, just a thought.
Here, I have an idea.
Oh, what's your idea?
Hold on, processing.
This is so fascinating.
All right, I have it. Darius,
Mm-hmm.
are you an idiot?
It depends who you ask.
I'm asking you.
No.
Okay, well, he can still lie, so I guess he's normal.
See, I told you it depends who you ask.
That's so interesting. It took you a long time to come up with that question, Atlas. You know, sometimes I just think you're the most amazing technological marvel ever. And then at times like this, it's strange. It's like you're lagging. It took you all this time to process coming up with such a simple question. I can't figure out how you work.
He calls me the idiot.
I am still actually processing the arrangement of the map that we discovered, along with the map that you were described to me. So some of my resources are going to that to rebuild that within my memory banks. Would you like to see what I have?
Sure, yeah. Let's take a look.
And I project the reconstructed map onto the floor
Okay.
so everyone can see it.
While he's doing this, I mentioned to Dorhan that we saw this like before that energy beam came out.
So this was shown to you beforehand.
So by now, like, because I was spending time on making the connections between the old world and the new world, would I be able to project basically like what continents are matched up with the ones that are in the new world? Can I do that now, or?
Not really. Because from what you see, it's like there's pieces missing.
Right.
Like it's not that it looks like, you know, it would just piece together. It looked like not only was it split, but it looks like there's components missing that was there previously.
So is there anything that like, is there like that island is clearly this island, or is there anything that has matched up that I've like processed?
There's some of the outcrop, like some of the outside of the landmass, you can clearly see that matches up to specific islands, but nothing within the internal part of the landmass can you really piece together that would be any of the outlying islands.
Okay.
There's nothing
And
that's,
then-
that's clear.
Do we know in our knowledge of history what what happened to break this up? Like what broke the islands apart or whatever?
So no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Okay. Would I be able to, if spent enough time, ascertain some sort of idea by looking at what was and what is now, what could have caused this sort of destruction?
Not by the maps.
Okay. I rest my case.
So that's what I've been working on.
So everybody should have that in a journal now, if I did it
Yes.
right. Okay.
Oh, I don't know if it's in my journal, but generally, when the pictures pop up, they go in my journal. So I learned
Yeah,
that.
that's definitely the world before it broke apart. No doubt about it.
No dude about it.
You've seen this before?
Yeah, I've seen it before in a book.
Oh. Do you know any of the names of these areas? I would love to add them.
I don't know, do I?
No, you do not. The text that you've seen, like almost everything was destroyed. And the texts that you've seen were so vague. Like this map, you pretty much piece together yourself from different components.
Okay. No, none of this stuff really gave the names. Everything's so scattered and vague, and some of it's in old languages that I never even learned to understand.
Okay. Well, I would love to be able to finish this. Anyone else know any information that could add to the mystery?
Well, not to disrespect anybody, but I feel like if I don't know it, nobody else here does.
I don't really need maps.
All that I can say is I know that the library in Centaurium will have the most advanced access to any type of knowledge in regards to maps or the cataclysm or anything like that, if that's what you're looking for, Atlas.
Oh, great. Well, we should get going to there as soon as possible then.
I have an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Processing.
Yeah, I really think we should try.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, Atlas.
This is what best friends do. We should go to Centaurium.
That's what
Yeah.
I've been saying the whole time.
I think that's the end goal. I
Great.
will say, and he's gonna flip out his little pendant thing or stone or whatever he looks into, and he's going to give Reen a whistle, and she's going to go back into the hallway or whatever it is, and kind of point it and show the spider webs that she's seeing. Does she see anything else in there, just webs?
At the top corner. So is she leaving the room or just in the corner where she's seen the webs?
Like she entered like the doorway and is going. I'd say she goes past the first, past the block she's in.
All
like
right.
into
So
the shadows.
if she's leaving that room, okay. So she's now in a hallway, a dark long hallway. So go ahead and roll a perception check.
Hold on a second. $23.
Okay. So how far is she traveling totally down the hallway, or she's just taking a few steps out to look?
Was just like I wanted to get a visual on the spider webs and stuff like that and see now. I guess I don't care if she goes in a little further, but she's not going to go all the way down.
Okay.
I was just using it to kind of show Dorhan what we laid eyes on earlier.
Okay, gotcha. So dark hallway straight down with the dark vision from the seeker stones. You can see kind of in black and white, but you do see up in the corners, you do see the odd spider web, nothing to the size of what you've seen in the other room. But it does look like it's quite a distance down because your dark vision blacks out at the end of the tunnel.
Gotcha. But there's a tunnel here, and we saw some larger webs before we enter the hall, and obviously you can see that on this. So that's kind of what we were looking at.
If you said there's large spider webs, then we definitely shouldn't be here. There's some of those islands are infested with giant spiders. What if we've landed on one of those?
How many islands are out there, Dorhorn?
They don't tell us how many. They just train us on what we might expect. So if we have to defend our contestants or any of the land parties that we have, then we need to be able to do our jobs. The knowledge that we're given about the island specifically is very limited.
All right. So do you guys want to explore this place further, or do you want to go back up the top side?
Before we go further, though, we should definitely check for injuries. Are the keys damaged?
I lift my shirt and show him. I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Jack just checks his.
I can check the keys to make sure the integrity is as it should be.
Oh, I'm gonna need a bit of help then taking off this scale mail. Otherwise, it's gonna take me a while.
Have at it, man.
So
You can check mine.
come over to Darius. Dorhan
I
goes
actually
over to
wanted to him, but
okay. Well, you're here in front of him. This might be a little bit strange, but I need you to give me permission to access the key.
Ooh.
what does accessing it entail?
Simply just saying the words. You have my permission.
No, I'm not giving you permission. When I give you access, what does that allow you to do?
I'll be able to touch the key with the palm of my hand and tell if its integrity is intact.
All right, I, Darius Silverstrom, hereby give Dorhan permission to touch my key.
So Dorhan reaches out. He puts the palm against this crystal that is embedded in Darius's chest. And he just closes his eyes and bows his head for a second. And you almost just see a faint little flicker of red light. And then just a smile. It's fully intact, Darius. It's fully intact. He gives you a pat on the shoulder.
All right.
And he turns to Jack. Jack, may I check yours?
You may check my key.
Okay, so he reaches out. You need to give me permission.
You have permission to check my key.
To access your key.
You have permission to access my key. Sorry.
Okay, Dorhan, same again, reaches out, puts his hand, bows his head a little red flash, the palm of his hand. Yours is also intact. This is good news.
Can I do an insight check when he does the kind of half smile when he realizes it's intact and just kind of ascertain what his emotion is there?
Sure, yeah, roll an insight check.
That would be 22.
So from what you could tell, he looks genuinely happy that there's no damage done to the crystals.
Okay.
Felix, do you mind? I can help you with that.
Yeah, so Felix has taken the time while he's inspecting the other keys to doff his armor and says, yeah, all right, you have permission to access my key.
Okay.
I want to check Felix out with his armor off for I just want to check his body out.
Okay, what does he see?
Looking for
Felix?
any scars or anything noticeable.
Yeah, Felix would have, nothing
Nothing major trauma.
nothing major, but yeah, he's gonna have scars and marks here and there, just various injuries in the mind. So you see some marks on his legs and a couple scars here and there, like a scar on his ankle and a couple on his arms.
Okay.
He has
So-
the body of someone who's done a lot of manual labor.
Okay.
So, in inspecting Felix, you also get a very much better close-up of the crystal that's in his chest. So let me just show you that, because nobody else has looked at it.
You've been
And
waiting
I don't
for this
have one,
moment.
right?
So
Okay.
there's none visibly on your chest, no.
Right. Can I look a little further at that and ascertain, like, if it's manufactured or if it's a natural thing?
Roll an Arcana.
I was gonna say, from like my background of manufactured.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Good today, 20.
20. So you can tell that it's almost both. There's this obvious arcane magical component to this material. However, it's been obviously crafted in a way to form this specific shape. It's not as if this was organically found like this. So it's basically a blend of both.
Okay. And have I glimpsed at the others? Are they the same?
Yeah, so from what you've seen of the other crystals as Dorhan was checking them, they all look identical.
Okay.
So he does the same with Felix, same repeat, left hand on Felix, bows the head a little bit. And again, Felix, yours are also intact. This is great news. Atlas, you mind?
I thought there wasn't really. I don't have one of those, do I?
All the contestants have one. It's how you get access to the tournament.
Where's mine?
It'll be in the same place as everybody else, your chest. Just give me permission, my friend.
I want to can I open up and look down at my chest and see if I see anything?
So you don't see anything. Just looks like your regular chest plate.
Okay.
But there's nothing there.
If you were
Is mine broken?
enter the tournament, it'll be there, my friend. And he gets down on both knees and reaches out his hand. Let me show you. But I need your permission.
I don't understand. Is it invisible? Why does mine look different than the others?
Well, there's only one way to find out, Atlas. Give him consent to touch you.
Processing.
All I can tell you is that the wizards aboard the ships that attune these crystals to everybody, these keys, they have that type of magic. All we have is to make sure that everybody is healthy, these keys are not damaged. That's what we've been given access to. We're only given access to things that we need.
Magic?
It's more like an arcane technique than magic to ensure the integrity of these keys.
Are you able to show one of my friends how to do that?
Unfortunately, I cannot. This is something that's bred into me from when I was a child. We are trained from birth almost.
I let out a big sigh and I put my arm around Atlas's shoulder. I just let the man do his thing.
Yeah, what are you concerned about, Atlas? You told him he was a friend.
Yes, I absolutely, but I don't know. I just feel reluctant to allow anyone to access me.
It's not you, it's just the crystal.
That's okay, Atlas. Atlas, it's okay. If you feel okay, maybe later you can let me check. I think it's important we get to safety. The majority of us at least we've checked and are good. If you don't feel comfortable, I'd rather us get to safety than to make you do something you don't want to do.
Well, we haven't really decided if we're moving towards safety or if we're going deeper into these mines.
For what purpose? Why would you go deeper into mines? For what purpose?
I want to see a spider.
Adventure.
I
And
want to see.
I nudge Felix.
Yeah, I mean, definitely adventure. And I mean, I want to see what's down here. This is the first island that I've ever been to that's not my own. Who knows what kind of secrets could be here from the old world or from the old kind of magic or anything else that we don't know anything about. There could be lots of knowledge down here. We can't just abandon it. Look at what we found already by coming down here.
I don't think you all understand the privilege of being a contestant and entering the tournament. There is no greater adventure. This is nothing in comparison.
I mean, so far we've been shipwrecked on an island that you said was the wrong island. So, I mean, this seems like a greater privilege because nobody gets to come here.
That is a great point.
If you wish, can we make an agreement? If you explore this mine, can that be the last task you do here and we leave to Centaurium?
No, I don't think I can make that kind of promise. It really depends on what we find down here.
Yeah, and also, even if we find nothing down here and we agree to go to Centaurium, we don't know what we're going to see on the way. There may be other things we want to explore.
This is ridiculous. Obvious
I have to
frustration
go to
now in
Centaurium.
Doran's face. He's getting obviously frustrated. The entire purpose for us coming to the islands and retrieving the contestants is to go to Centaurium. This is the entire reason for my purpose.
Oh yeah, was our ship getting destroyed part of your purpose?
He glares at you like into your soul with anger.
Yep.
Many people died on the ship. Do not make light of it.
I'm not making light of it. I'm just trying to state a point. Whatever the purpose here is, we ended up here for a reason.
Jack's gonna just walk out of the room because of the tension, and he's gonna start going to where Reen is down the hallway.
Okay.
Well, I'm going this way.
Well, look, there's clearly some magic or purpose or fun adventure things going on. You lost your leg, you got it back. Weird ray laser beams shooting through the floor. I mean, that sounds like maybe purpose in a different light. But whatever. I'm happy to go where my friends go.
So if we're doing this fool's errand and exploring this mine, who is it that's going to be leading the way? Who is the leader of this adventure party to the mines?
Yeah, I have no problem leading the way. I have a lot of experience in mines.
Absolutely. I will allow our friend Felix to lead the way, dropping the reins myself to allow another to shine.
Felix, do you want Reen to run out in front, or would you just like to go in blind?
I mean, it's really up to you guys. I can see no problem down here. As long as you think that she'll be safe, I don't want her to be in any danger.
Felix, can I talk to you before we proceed?
Sure. What do you want to talk about?
Okay, so he gestures you into the room as everybody else. Atlas, are you moving out of the room or staying in there?
I'm gonna stay in there.
Okay.
Awkwardly, like just kind of.
I want to try and listen through the boards.
I'm gonna be kind of just tickling and playing with my leafy friend.
Okay. I would like a little privacy, Felix. Let's go back to the other room.
Okay, sure.
So we'll go over to the hallway here.
Can I try to sneak and follow?
Roll a stealth check.
11.
We need privacy, please. He yells back at you. Clearly sees you.
And I just play nonchalant. I'm like,
Okay. So you stand Felix. Felix, I understand that you're inquisitive and these things are very exciting for you. I understand that. It's of utmost importance that we keep everyone safe. And if you're going to lead, I have to give that trust to you. Can I trust that you'll do what you have to do to keep everyone safe if we venture further into these mines?
Yeah, of course. I wouldn't let anything happen to my friends. I'll do everything to fight for them, of course.
So can you promise me that if we come across something that seems dire, that we can retreat and we will leave these mines?
Yeah, sure. I promise. I mean, I don't want to die down here.
Okay, very well, because it is important that we get back to Centurium, not just for all of you, but I obviously have something of my own that I need as well. So please do what you can, and I will be at your side to be sure everybody is safe.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Dorhorn, but just keep in mind, if we didn't do any kind of exploring here in the first place, you'd still be missing a leg.
He gives a little smirk and says, "Understood, little friend, understood. Here, take this. There was an extra one." And he hands you a version of the cloak that he's wearing. Which
All right.
I'll give you.
I thought he was going to hand me an extra leg.
He's got like 16
found
of
this
them.
third leg laying around. To spare. Okay. So Doran
Stop moving.
Starts walking. He can't. That's what he does. It's the
The
clicking
key
of the
clicks.
keyboard. Yeah. All right. So Doran moves out. May I make a suggestion? If we've seen large spider webs and everything in that area, should we not go to where there's not obvious spiders of some sort?
Maybe they're hiding something.
Yes, probably more spider eggs.
I'm not really worried about spiders, but I do need to get my armor back on before we go in there. Actually.
Of course. So Doran
If
goes
somebody
over.
wants to help me with that.
Of course.
Jack
everyone.
will go over and assist.
You got 3 people helping you
Everyone
put
just
this on.
Okay, everyone's
All right,
helping.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so that's makes it
That should be
quick.
like a 30-second install.
That's
Even
right.
like even like got a little green guy, I forget his name now.
Yeah. Filbert.
Filbert.
Filbert, thank you. Starts trying to like help him put his stuff on.
All right. So, all right, all suited up. Got my gauntlets all ready.
Okay, so you said before we move out, you found some things. Is there anything that would be useful for what we're about to do? Can you tell me what you found here?
In this room, I don't think we found much of anything in here.
Jack's gonna point over to the metal thing at the bottom of the room, or at the end of the room.
Okay, you
Felix
found...
looked at that and I guess couldn't figure out much about it. Do you know what it is?
So Dorhan goes over, kind of looks around it. I'm not much of one with mechanics. I don't see any handles or anything here.
Yeah, I
Good
tried
enough.
to figure it out, but didn't really have any luck.
I hand him the letter I found.
What's this?
You know how to
Nice.
read, right, big guy?
And nobody knew of anything to this letter?
I told everyone what it said. I mean, I gave him the gist of it.
The gist of it.
Yeah,
Okay.
some king was using the people who owned this mine, and it was like apparently a generational deal. And when they wanted to dial back because the king wasn't providing what he was supposed to, the king then started responding with aggression and threatening them and maybe even killing them.
What is this?
It was a letter I found.
Did you see this? And Doran passes it quickly over to Felix.
I mean, I
The foreman.
Yeah.
wait. What? That can't be right.
What is this? What?
Can someone explain to me what is going on? I feel a little lost.
What's the big deal, Dorhan? What's going on, man? We're in a mine. Of course there was a foreman.
The letter was signed off from Foreman Felman Tinkerspark.
Oh, right.
Oh,
We have a
Felix.
TrixxSpark here.
there's another person with a TrixxSpark last name. Did you know that?
I did. That's Felbin's my father, but that can't be right. There's no way he could have been on this island.
Interesting.
Why not?
How could he? Nobody can travel between islands except for the tournament ship. Everybody knows that.
I mean, we've
It
learned
looks-
a lot in the past 24 hours.
It says it was
Felix, when was the
signed by
last time you
Foreman.
seen or heard of your father?
I mean, right before I left.
And he never mentioned working on another island? Or being part of the tournament himself?
No, of course not. He's very busy working at the mine back on Faro.
So we're on Faro.
This isn't my island, though.
Are you sure?
Do you know all of your island?
Wait a second. Wait a second. The letter, it said it was to a foreman Keldar from Felbin TrixxSpark.
Oh, good point, Doran.
It would appear
The
that this
letter
was...
says it was from TrixxSpark. So he sent it. While living on this island, which is your island.
Is it it couldn't be possible that this is the same island that we picked you up from. We traveled too long after picking you up. I don't think it's possible.
I just like go over and I like just gently caress his new leg.
Anything's possible if you put your red light to it.
Ha! Humor. He pats him on the top of the head excessively.
Yeah, yes,
All right.
humor. Humor.
Dorhan, do the ships teleport at all?
No, nothing that I've ever seen that
No
large
portals
can
or anything?
teleport. The only portals I'm aware of are special magi in the Centaurium, which control the incoming and outgoing people from the other
Ship?
areas of land.
But it's nothing to do with the ships? Like the ship couldn't have been mid-portal and then something went wrong?
No, I've never seen a ship portals before. No, never.
Okay.
The summoning circle required for
Until-
that would be just
But
I've
is
never
it
seen anything like it.
possible?
not to my knowledge, but I'm no magi.
Right.
I mean, I don't think it's impossible, but based on what he's saying, I don't think it would be something that the tournament would be doing.
Maybe
So-
not on purpose.
This has nothing to do with the tournament. I think we need to clear that up. You keep talking about as if this might be something to do with the tournament. This has nothing to do with the tournament.
Do I recognize any of the other names on here other than Doppelhaven, obviously? Do I recognize like the Lord's name or the other foreman or anything like that?
No, you don't. No, you don't know any about what you just read about.
So Felix, did your father have a lot of friends?
I mean, yeah, he was a head foreman at the mine back in my town, but I was never aware of any agreement with another island. I don't know any of these people. Lord Van Moria, Foreman Keldar.
Do I
Yes.
know like sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Are we aware of like any inter-island communication at all, or is it generally none at all
No.
whatsoever?
Nope.
Do any of these names ring bells to any of us?
No.
Okay.
Other than
Would
Felix,
it-
obviously.
Would it the thought cross any like my mind or anyone else's mind if you mine so far down and around, like it's possible to get to another island that way?
Going through the center of the world.
Yeah, that's a deep
Hey, it's like
mine.
Minecraft, man.
Only if you have the rock with you.
Roll a No.
Stupidity check.
Okay.
No,
That's fine. That's fine.
There isn't.
My
I
years
mean,
of
it's fair.
Minecraft tell me it's possible.
It's fair. I mean, with technology and whatever, who knows, right? So it's a fair question. But no, there's no way that you could think that. Yeah.
Felix, I'm not 100% familiar with your race.
Right?
Yeah. No, there's not a lot of gnomes where you're from.
Okay.
If you don't mind me asking, because I haven't been able to ascertain it from my scans, how old are you?
About to turn 40.
Is that young for you little people?
I think what he's trying to ask is how long do you guys normally live?
Well, quite a while. You generally become an adult when you turn 40.
So
It's kind of when you're expected to, settle down and have a family, and that's those sort of things.
right, that's nice. What is your usual death date, on average? When do you expire as a person?
I mean, it's supposed to be like 150 is pretty good.
Oh, okay. And how old was your father when you left your island?
In his 90s.
Ooh, quite old.
He's kind of in his prime, really.
Okay, quite not old. That is it. That's all I have. Thank you.
Anyway, this letter, and he kind of crumples it up in his hand and jams it into his armor and says, "We need to go deeper in the mine for sure now. I have to know."
Lead the way.
I agree. This is quite adventurous. Maybe we'll
Felix is
find Felix's
gonna
father.
march ahead.
Jack's gonna have Reen kind of run out in front of everybody, and he's just kind of gonna follow behind Felix and stare at the pendant as he's kind of walking around.
Okay. Are we going to have Reen scout ahead? Is that what you're going to use the amulet for?
Yep. She's gonna run down the hallway all the way.
Okay. Is everybody else staying back or just following? Or
I'm marching forward,
okay,
not stopping. So
okay,
I'm just leaning against this rock.
I'll say we'll have like Reen maybe 50 feet like in front of the party, and like to give us like a warning for danger if we run into anything.
except it sounds like Felix is just charging ahead and not waiting for.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I'm just gonna be following behind Felix, and then I want Reen to as we travel to remain 50 feet in front of the party as we go.
Okay,
If that makes sense.
Okay.
so Reen tries to run ahead of Felix as he's kind of charging down the hallway kind of thing. Get ahead of him.
Felix.
yeah,
I just want to like lock eyes with him, and do you turn to look at me?
yeah, he'll turn and look.
So my eyes are just gonna like flash, kind of flicker, flash white, and then your eyes will flash white, and I'm gonna cast guidance on you.
Carry on.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Felix marches forward with purpose.
Okay, perfect. So as Felix enters the room, you also see this as well, Jack, if you're looking through the amulet for Reen, as you both kind of go through. The hallway has gone now for probably about 70, 80 feet. And you can feel it actually gradually going up a little, which that type of incline you wouldn't expect. You expect it to be going down. But it starts to go up a little bit, and you get to the end of the hallway and you see stairs going down. And without fully entering the room, you can see vaguely some shapes at the end of the room. It looks like a very large, long room. But you can just see some shapes straight ahead. don't look like they're moving, but it's hard to tell with the dark vision because you don't have color or anything exactly what they are.
Jack's just gonna tap Felix on the shoulder and go, "Something might be up ahead. Be ready." And just continue walking.
Okay. No momento, por favor. So let's see. We got is everybody following, just following straight up? Anybody holding back?
I'm still back in the mine. I'm just leaning against the rock that I'm on.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to Dorhan.
Is he near me?
You can call up to him if you want to, and he'll come back to you. He's up. He's kind of closer to Felix.
Hey, Dorhan. Hello.
Yes, Atlas.
Just, while we're adventuring together, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Okay. So this city that we're going to for the tournament, can you tell me what it looks like?
It's a beautiful city. Metal everywhere. The buildings of metal. The great tower. It overstretches. You can see it from miles away.
There's a tower.
Indeed.
And is this city is it out in the open? Is it guarded by monstrous trees, or is there a big waterway?
It's surrounded by water, almost like a moat you would see in the old castles.
Interesting. Any other points of interest that may be documented on a map, per se?
Well, it has always stayed in exactly the same place. It has been in the center of everything that's happened in this world.
Ooh, so pre-cataclysm as well.
Indeed.
Interesting. Center. And generally, processing. I will get back to you. Thanks, Dorhan.
I'm alone in the mine right now, right?
So in the mine we have, yes,
Yeah.
you are alone in the mine, yeah.
So I'm kind of just leaning on the rock, and then I kind of and I look around, seeing all the bones and the spider webs, and realizing that I am alone in a quite creepy place. I'm and I just kind of and head my
Run in.
down. I don't run, but a saunter pace,
That's fair. All right. Let me just get you in there. Luckily, you all have dark vision, so. All right, let me just move you in so you have your token. Okay. So yeah, right now you can see, let me extend that a little bit as you guys come in here. So Felix, you're kind of up ahead. You can see now a little bit further up. What would you guys like to do?
I'm still walking forward.
Okay.
Jack's not stopping either. He's just going.
All right. So down at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
All right. So you get a little bit of a better view of the room now. Now that you're moving closer, just move Reen back for me for a second. So you're getting a bigger view of the room now. So you now see that you're a little bit closer. Again, guys, this is still darkness. All of you dark vision, you see everything in black and white, so the clarity isn't as much as it would be in color. But now that you're a little bit closer, you can make out what looks to be some sort of bunks. You see what looks to be what would be maybe fire pits. Not currently lit, even though there's smoke on the map. And the smell of rotten food hits you as soon as you go down these steps. So, and there's some broken tables, some broken chairs, and that's pretty much everything you can see from here. Some broken crates along the side of the wall to the left.
Now we had to go over the undead that we killed, right?
No, that was back if you're going back to the temple.
Okay, so this is not the same way.
No, this was northwest from the intersection, and you guys came from the east.
Okay.
The broken crates, like, is it clear that they're empty?
You can go check them out.
So I'll go do that.
Okay.
So Jack's just kind of go more into the room.
Okay, so Jack, you can stay there. Don't go any further from there. So Felix, just roll a investigation.
20.
Okay. So these crates look like some sort of like clothing storage. There's like old fabrics and kind of just rotten, random pieces of clothing. Some blankets, but everything kind of looks like rotten through, holes in it. It looks like it's been there a long time. And as you're looking at the crates, you now moving further, do see that there's stairs in the corner of the room as well, in the corner,
Yep.
to the west, underneath the bunks.
And they go up to another level that
Yeah,
can't see
so
from down here?
exactly. You see that they're going upwards.
Okay. Well, see what other people want to take a look at before go forward, I guess.
So Jack, as you move forwards, Reen, you start to see a little bit more of the room. You see some large, almost like banquet tables, and more of the bunks. You do start to see kind of a shadowy shape of a stair in the corner as well.
Gotcha. So Jack's not really like looking, like wants to go like individually check things. He's just kind of taking in as he walks, and he's going to stop here. And Reen is going to curiously go to the bottom of this stair step.
Can you, both of Felix and Jack, both roll a perception? And for your pets too as well.
Sweet. Jack rolled an 18, and that is a Reen rolled a 6.
Okay.
20 for Felix, 14 for Gunner.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so both of you, even though opposite sides of the room, looking around, you do see more of the giant spider webs that you'd seen previously. This room is quite high, though. It's about maybe 25, 30 foot above you right now. So it's really up in the corner. Kind of hard to make out with the dark vision, but they are large and very, very dense in a lot of areas in the corners. Atlas, Darius, you guys chilling where
Yeah,
you
just
are? You wanna
hanging
do
out.
anything?
Have I gotten there yet?
Okay,
I
yeah,
just
so
want to
you'd be there
oversee
now.
the
yeah.
room.
Okay. Gorhan's going to kind of back up Felix and hang up beside him here. And Darius.
I need to be on the map.
Oh, I put you. I thought. Oh, you're just outside it. Sorry.
So I'm gonna head over here. I assume these are stairs, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Roll a perception check.
Ooh. Where is my perception? I don't know what I rolled. A 7.
Solid roll.
There's
Okay.
stairs here.
You see some stairs, some bunks to your right, broken crates behind you, which Felix is kind of rifling through. And that's all you see from there.
Is this a like solid chest in front of Jack?
That is one of the, yes, that's basically a chest that's not, or a crate that's not broken up.
Can I look inside of it?
Sure.
I open it up.
Okay, it's locked.
Nice. I don't know if we do special type of lock picking, but Jack's going to attempt to stick his dagger in there and finagle the lock.
Okay, you put your dagger in there. The tip fits, but there's no way that the tip can reach the mechanism inside.
Big sad. I do not have anything to pick this lock, so
You could ask your party if they have anything.
that was the next move. Dorhan,
Yes.
do you want to come force this chest open? There might be something interesting in here.
There also might be a trap.
What chest? Let me take a look.
This one in here. Let me guess. All of you know how to open locked chests, and I don't.
I have thieves' tools, but I don't know what's going on. So
I wouldn't
I'm
encourage.
proficient.
What if it's trapped to something?
Oh, let's have a look then. And I
Would be
want to check it for
trained-
traps.
We've been trained to be on the side of caution, not to randomly open locked boxes.
you had a boring
Oh.
life, didn't you, my man?
I don't run into a lot of traps out in the woods.
Obviously, there's something valuable in here if it's locked. I want to see what it is. I want to check it for traps.
Well, he does that. Jack wants to also do it because he's not used to seeing like traps on his island. He's never ran into like trap type things.
Yeah, you can watch them. Yeah.
Okay.
So roll investigation, Felix.
We are not rolling well tonight.
Oh, I was rolling really well actually. I got two
oh, you-
20s. But it's an 8.
An eight?
You get you have guidance.
Oh,
Cool.
guidance. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot. You're right. So 11.
Okay. Yeah, you take a look around without touching, kind of look behind, look at the hinge, look at the lock mechanism. As far as you can tell, it looks just like a normal lock. It doesn't look like there's any trap mechanism that you can find.
Okay.
Hey, if you guys are worried, I can always give you a hand.
Sure. If you want to come scan it for potential traps, go ahead. Doesn't hurt to have another opinion.
Well, I could probably open the lock for you.
Oh, I'm not worried about that. I can do that myself.
Oh, just out of curiosity, do any of us have the ability to disarm traps? Because there's no sense in looking for a trap if we can't disarm it.
I can just activate the trap.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I mean. We're gonna
Well,
have
everyone's back.
Well, that's what my suggestion was. Maybe I just use my hand to unlock it while everyone keeps a safe distance.
I'm not worried. I want to know what's in here. I want to attempt to pick the lock
Okay.
with thieves' tools.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand.
I'm just gonna back a couple steps away and tell my Filbert to just jump in my mouth.
Okay. Sounds
Don't-
good. You
don't
see
defeat
Filbert just jump in there and he's just peeking out, little eyes and little and fingers peeking out.
Oh,
Be careful, Felix. Be careful. Be at the ready.
11. Oh wait, no, that's not true. Could be 15.
I'll recast guidance on him too as well.
Okay.
12.
Is that with the guidance?
That's
Yeah.
what guidance, yeah.
Okay. So you get the thieves' tools, you move it around in a circular motion, you kind of feel the spot. It slips a little bit from you. At the last second, you just flick it, and the clasp flings open.
All right, open it up.
Okay, so as you quickly flick it open in your excitement, you see 3 bottles in there. 2 red and 1 green.
Do I recognize them? Do I know what they are?
You don't recognize them, no, not immediately. No, they're in some sort of generic-looking flask. They're all these circular flasks with the cork stoppers on.
Is everyone still alive over there?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
alive.
that's fine.
There's some bottles in here. I don't really know what they are.
Splendid. Risking lives for bottles. I knew this was my group. Right. So, shall we inspect the bottles?
Yeah, well, I
Over
don't know what
there?
they are. Does anybody want to come take a look?
Sure. Jack will look at them. Does he know what they are?
I mean, it just looks like liquid in a bottle to you.
Nice.
Yeah, the red ones have looked similar to healing potions that you've used before. The green one, you haven't really seen anything like the green one before.
Hey, Darius, there's
Hmm?
some liquid in bottles here. Do you want to come try one?
What? I will slowly walk over. What? Why do you think I would want to drink some random liquid in a bottle?
I feel like it's probably something that you've done many times in your past.
Not random. I usually know what the liquid is.
Do you always, though?
That looks
Yeah.
like a regular health potion.
I mean, yeah, looking at the two, do we know they're health potions?
They look like what you've used to be health potions before. That's what they look like.
Yeah, I mean, those two look like they're just health potions.
All right, well, what about the other one?
I don't know. I don't even know if I would have anything that would know what the potion is. Up to you, DM. I can roll for it. Otherwise, I don't know.
Are you proficient in alchemy or anything?
No, I don't even know.
It's a green liquid.
Whoever invests in alchemy?
Like the only, it's like the only tool proficiency I don't have.
Yeah, no. Nope. Yeah, I don't know what the green stuff is. It's probably a potion, given that it was with 2 healing potions, but what it does, I couldn't tell you.
All right, well, I guess we should check what's upstairs then.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do before you called me over.
Well, I just
Well-
thought you might know what the weird liquids were.
Throw them in your weird bag.
You know, I have to say, Darius, for someone who prides himself on being a guy who knows things, you really don't seem to know a lot of things.
That's not fair. I'm in a place that I've never been before. We're bound to see things that I've never seen. You also don't know about it, and you also seem to know a lot about things.
Hey, I've figured out lots of things since we've been here.
All right.
All right.
I'm gonna start to climb up, but I want to try and like peer up before I go to see if I can see anything.
I'll just send Reen up if you guys want.
Oh, Felix is going.
Yeah, Felix is
Alright.
heading. Okay, so
Reen will be behind Felix.
okay. Okay, so as Felix goes up, and also Darius going up on your set of stairs. Atlas, are you hanging out by the entrance, or are you moving up with anyone?
I'll probably hang out. I'll keep my distance, but I'm gonna stay closer to Dorhan than anything.
Okay. Okay, be safe. I'm gonna hang back with Atlas and cover Aria.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can have a long conversation about life and friendship and where the heck you came from.
Sounds good to me, little one.
Mm-hmm.
So Felix and Darius, as you kind of go up the stairs, you both get up at the same time before going fully up. You see that it's almost completely black up there. It looks like there's stuff that is being piled up on top of the stairs to stop anybody getting up from below. It almost looks like broken wood or furniture or something like jammed in there.
Can I see over the furniture, or
No.
through any? Like, is there anywhere to look?
It's jammed. Basically, at the what would be the top of the stairs, it's just jammed with furniture. Like you can't see up or past it. It's covering the hole that would be the spot where you walk out of.
Would Reen be able to fit between anything or no?
No, there's not really any gaps. It's kind of broken up and placed in such a way that it wouldn't be easy to just brush through, climb through.
What about pushing it?
You can certainly try.
Okay, I would like to try to push it.
Okay, roll a strength check.
I don't know why I did this. 3.
Okay.
So,
You dig your heels in, and with all your might, you're oh, and it doesn't budge even a millimeter.
I look down and I see Gunnar just staring at me, and I'm like, "You wanna give me a hand?"
Gunnar will help out.
Okay, so go ahead, Gunnar, roll a strength check.
Just straight strength or athletics?
Strength for this one.
4. Love that.
Okay, so Gunnar kind of takes a little bit of a charge at it, bumps it, and it doesn't seem to move.
when we came in, you said the ceiling was like 25 feet high. Is that right?
Yeah, the main
is
ceiling
this-
within the room. Yeah.
And is it like a solid ceiling, or like are the levels like around? Like, is it like go up and it's solid and we can't go any further, or do we see the levels as like if you were to go up? Like it's like a wraparound deck or something.
So when you're looking at the ceiling, it was like the wood that is around the outside that would obviously be constructed for this room is paneled across the top. So it's like a wooden ceiling, not a rock or dirt or anything like that. So it's totally covered in wood, which would be the ceiling of this room that you're in currently.
And the stairs lead up to that ceiling.
Correct.
Okay, never mind then. Well, do we want to try on this side?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
And Jack will swap places with Reen, unless we can all 3 attempt.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can only really have 2 of you. 2 of you can get up there because it's just the width of the stairs. There's not really any way for 3 of you to.
Well, Reen will help you because Jack is not strong. He's dexterous.
While that's happening, I'm making my way downstairs back to the 2 strongest people probably in this room to request some assistance.
I need a long rest so bad.
Oh,
All right. Okay, so go ahead. Roll your strength checks.
I have an idea.
18 for Reen.
Is guidance worn off?
I'm gonna try to
1
run.
minute concentration, but are you in my line of sight right now?
Guidance is touch, isn't it?
It's touch,
Well, not exactly.
Oh, right. Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm gonna run and try to stop them from breaking down the barrier for now.
Well,
If
If
they've
you're in
already-
my line of sight, then I would be keeping guidance up.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
if you're not in my line of sight, then no.
So would you move into line of sight, or would you stay where you are with Dorhan?
If it's just like a couple steps over, then
Yeah,
I would.
you could see
but I
him.
won't.
Yeah, you would be about there. You'd see him through the rungs at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, then that'd be fine.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you got guidance.
15.
All right. As you you both kind of brace yourselves and hit this, you see Darius running up behind.
Wait.
And as you hit it, the furniture does all kind of shift, and it is starting to kind of loosen up now.
Okay, before you knock everything down, this room has beds in it. Why don't we sleep? And then move the barriers that are preventing whatever is potentially up here from
I
coming
don't
down.
know that this is the safest room to rest in. We should probably see what's up here first.
What
I
if-
don't require sleep.
Yeah, I feel fine after that red beam.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
Well,
all
you're
chose
welcome.
Felix to lead things, so if I had to decide, I would go with what Felix says. Always need a good leader.
It's your call, dude.
I have to know what's up here.
We can always
have to
rest
push
and
forward.
go up there. Like, it's not like we're going to go to sleep and then that's the end of it.
It could be. You know how many people I've known who have died in their sleep?
No, I don't even know how many people you know.
Me neither, but I bet it's a lot.
I just think we could rest easier if we figured out what was up here first.
Very well. Carry on. And I will give him
Can I do an insight check on Felix, please?
For
his-
what are you looking for?
I'm trying to gather, like, he's very persistent on wanting to, like, go, which is, you know, he was also very concerned about the group's feelings and stuff prior. So I want to just kind of ascertain if something's changed.
He
Okay.
found a note that had his father's signature on it.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand that. But
Yeah, roll an insight check.
see, like, I don't. Oh fuck. Never mind.
Processing.
See, I don't understand human emotion, right? So I'm
Yeah,
still trying to figure out like why that
Yeah.
would matter.
Yeah, I get it. Yep. So yeah, as you guys hit it, it does shift and shuffle a little bit. Kind of Darius coming up with this idea. Okay, should be long rest. What do you guys want to do from here?
Well,
We're
gonna keep pushing into the room.
I
Yeah.
said we moved some stuff, so I guess if Reen and Felix want to go again to try to move more.
Sure. Go ahead, roll a strength check.
Uh, 10.
Okay. Felix with guidance.
Roll again. Okay. $13.
Okay. So it doesn't break open all the furniture, but it does jostle it enough that there's about like a sort of a 3-foot kind of like space in between some of the furniture.
I think Reen can fit between that. So she'll, I guess if she can, as soon as it frees up, she'll probably slide through it.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably fit through that too, right?
Yeah, you would be able to fit if you wanted, Felix. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna squeeze through. I want to see what's up here.
All right. So Felix will be leading the way. So Felix will go up, followed by Reen. So Felix, as you go upstairs, you kind of sift your way. You kind of push what you can out of the way. It's a very, very tight fit, but with your small, nimble body, even though you're wearing your scale mail, you're able to push your way through. Pushing your hands out, you get to the top of the floor and heave yourself up. It looks like a continuation of what you've seen below, but there's some what looks like beds straight ahead. There seems to be some sort of chest straight ahead of you. And beds on either side of the room. There's some beds in the middle that kind of look like they're kind of broken or smashed. And it looks like some sort of bones in the center of the room. And obviously,
What kind of-
Jack, if you're watching the thing, you see that too.
What kind of bones? Can I tell
right.
what race?
Let me move you up there and you can take a peek. We gotta get quicker. It's shifting between maps. You guys splitting up all the time.
Well, if someone would let us break the barrier down, we wouldn't have to split up.
And then, did you take Reen off? Jack?
No, he's under me. Sorry.
I'll say no, I didn't touch her.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Sorry. So yeah, Felix, roll investigation check as you approach the bones.
8.
Okay. You don't see anything specifically special about the bones other than they look humanoid.
Okay.
You do see there's some sort of pot broken with like ash and glass all shattered around the pot as well.
The bones look like they're arranged, like intentionally, or they just
they're in
happen to be there.
Yeah, they're in a circular a shape.
Okay. What can I tell? What kind of material is inside this pot?
There's some ash, and looks to be some sort of all you can really tell is ash, glass, and there is some kind of like scribblings on the floor.
Do I recognize the language, if any?
It looks like some sort of runic scribbling. It's not necessarily a language. It just looks like somebody was trying to draw some runes.
Okay.
From below, you're gonna hear Jack let out a, and Reen is just gonna do a quick like once over of the entire upstairs while Felix is looking at that specific area.
Okay. While Reen goes to do that, anybody that is in the main dorms want to do anything? Darius or Alice?
Can I fit in there, or can I try to push it again?
You can try to
On
push
this
it
side?
again if you want. You can't fit through though.
All right.
I want to talk to Dorhan.
Come
Okay.
on.
We'll let him do his strength check
Nope.
here.
4.
Okay, so you push it, chair falls down, but still not enough space for you to get in there.
And I yell through, can you guys start moving some of the stuff from the other side?
Felix doesn't respond.
So, Dorhan,
Yes,
how are you?
Feeling much better now. I really wish we'd get on the road though and make our way back to Centaurium.
Good, yeah. Absolutely, I'd love to see Centaurium. That sounds like a very fascinating city. Question, so the tournament, as you say it, can you tell me more about it? Can you, like, what is the tournament for? What is the prize, or what do the winners get?
Winners of the tournament from the islands. Your island gets a magnitude of supplies that it needs to help it flourish for generations. And the winner themselves, well, they're held almighty and given rewards and anything you could ever want. Notoriety, everything.
Oh, okay, great. Things I all definitely want. The winner of the tournament, do they go back to their island, or do they stay at the big city? What
well,
happens?
I don't know. I suppose you could do whatever you want. You essentially have free reign of whatever you want as a winner of the tournament. I haven't met any. That's not part of my. I pretty much on the seas most of the time. I only get some leave, and we have to remain in the barracks.
Right. But you are bred from birth to be a asset to the tournament, correct? Sorry, tournament.
Well, effects of the military in charge of escorting the contestants, yes.
Right. And so you've never escorted contestants prior to us.
No, I have.
Oh. When was that?
Many times.
Okay, all right, we're learning. Okay, great. So, in the times before, have you found, like, the winner? Did you get to see who won?
I don't get to watch the tournaments, nor do I need to. That's not what I'm here for. That's not my purpose.
Right. Aren't you a little curious on what the tournament entails? Like, you spent so much time guiding these people to it. There's not been talks among the barracks of maybe what happens in the tournament, or what goals, or...
Raised in the barracks, there's only one goal. That's to serve Magistrate Hammond. When he's assigned you a task and given you the blessing of being in the military, then that's all that we care about. We have no questions about what happens after we deliver the contestants. That's our purpose. That's all that matters to us. We don't hear anything in the barracks. We are kept completely separate. Only the people that bring us supplies or anybody that we would even speak to outside of the military.
Right, and your magister... Sorry, what was his name?
Magistrate Hammond.
Magistrate Hammond. And what's his role in the tournament?
His role is the governing of all of the lands, not just the tournament.
He's the big guy in charge.
He's been here since the beginning and looking out for everybody and making sure that everything runs as smooth as possible, trying to bring this world back to some sort of normality.
When you say the beginning, do you mean the beginning or like how long? When is the beginning?
Well, I'm not that old, little one. I don't know exactly when he was there. He's always been there since I have been.
And how old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Well, I don't know. I've been very wrong about age before.
I've had 30 years of service in the military.
Right, okay, so 30 years, and he's been there the whole time, so by my calculations, he would be at least 30 years old.
Sounds accurate. Sounds accurate.
Okay. Now, are we going to meet this magistrate?
Once you reach the tournament, I can't tell you what happens beyond that because I don't know. We
So
go
who
into
do
the
you pass
docks.
us off to?
We arrive at the docks, and then you're all taken to the Great Tekken.
And who takes us?
Other section of the military that escorts you to the Great Tekken,
Right.
where the tournament takes place.
Naturally. Okay, and then just another quick question. Not too much of your time, I know. Our keys. Now, you said you were able to see my key, but I don't have one here. Can you explain that?
Everyone has one. You may not be able to see it in your current form, but everyone has one.
What do you mean current form?
Well, I don't
Will
see
I
it on your
change forms?
chest. If the mage placed the key on you, then it is there, and I trust that it is there.
Right. Is there any way for me to make it appear, or for me to ascertain its location, or in tune with it? Have you heard of anything like that?
I have not. I only know of what I can do. I know nothing beyond that.
Okay. Can I trust you?
Of course.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
$13.
He shows no indications of deception.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I give you permission to check my key, Gorhan.
Permission to access your key.
Permission to accessio my key.
This runic ability is very specific. It will not work unless you give me permission to access your key.
Okay, I give you permission to access my key.
Can we take a quick break?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's take 5, and then Thorhan will access your key, and we will go back upstairs as well.
Okay.
All right, pee break.
Okay.
Yeah, the YouTube stream didn't work for some reason at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, first half, this stream key changed for some reason.
What is? Did you say there's something messed up with my mic?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like I haven't heard it on previous games, but now there's like a lot. It's like beep, 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 beep,
It's
when
just-
you're talking.
It's just the odd time. Like, I don't know if it's when it's like super high pitched or whatever, but yeah, sometimes there's like a little thing, but it's just the odd time.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear it like at the beginning and at the end of everything he says now.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything adjustable.
How about now?
That's a lot better.
Oh, yeah, that is better.
It might have been the fan. Would you look at that? I had a fan.
I love how Finch is always ragging on Luke in the chat. Jack ain't shit.
He's
Does that sound
jealous.
okay? Does this sound okay?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeet.
Finch is jealous. He's not a half elf ranger named Jack Nara.
I don't know if that's it. All right, I'll be back. I'm OP.
Okay, I'll be back as well.
Okay.
Dorhan, is that you?
Of course it's me, you fool. At work today, I was like, I'm gonna need some lozenges or something. Why did I choose this voice?
Yeah.
It'll be all fine once you get us to the tournament.
Tournament. What's wrong with the way he says tournament? Is that not
Tournament.
tournament? That's a great merch idea right there.
Tournament. Yeah.
Tournament. Spelled with 5 O's.
We should just, and it should be like pants with only one leg.
Yeah. Yeah.
Toe ornament on the back or down the side.
Right across the butt cheeks. Just, you know, everybody can read it.
Tournament. So I'm gonna go get another drink.
Tournament. 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 Oh boy. How many sessions did it take for you guys to now actually look at the freaking crystals stuck in your chest?
Technically, none of us have actually looked at it, even after he did the thing to the.
Atlas was the only one that was actually like, hey, I want to check that out while he's doing it. Everybody else is just like, I don't want to see it. Go ahead.
Yep. If we ever actually rest, that was when I was going to look at mine.
Look at your what? Oh, your
My
key?
crystal in my chest. I love how Felix was like, I need to long rest so bad. So I tried to give him an out, and he's like, no, I'd rather keep going.
I know. Poor Felix. I feel so bad for him. I understand what he's doing. I just feel bad for him.
Yeah. I mean, character-wise, it makes sense.
So excited. I gotta see what's going on. Oh my god, I'm totally gonna die because I'm arrested, but I need to see.
At this point, Darius is realizing he's very out of his depth. It's funny because I built him in such a way to like be able to talk himself out of any situation.
Mhm.
And I've got one opportunity to do that.
There's no people to do it to. Wow, not yet.
Yeah.
If you're chilling in some abandoned mines, it's very unlikely there's going to be
Also true.
people chilling down here. It's like, hey, what's up, bro? Want to play a dice game?
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, man. You guys don't want to go to the tournament. Just want to chill in this abandoned mine?
I don't know about chilling, but I want to check it before we leave, just in case.
Three different pathways. One of them has a whole bunch of big spider web. That's the one. That's the one we should run down. Obvious danger means loot. I think that's what our gamer heads tell us, right? We're like, well, obvious danger. There must be loot there.
Well, there hasn't been a save point or any ammunition, so we're fine.
You didn't see the your inspection was so low you didn't see the typewriter in the corner.
Yeah, it's because I had the gain turned up on my mic.
That was a loud suck in the microphone. I don't know if your default mic's changed again.
Who, me?
Oh no, it's not you. Okay, never mind.
So, how about that Iran-Israeli conflict?
So, getting back into it. I think it's Luke, your super loud microphone. I think.
Yeah, and a squeaky chair.
It's my chair, sorry.
Oh yeah, his mic's really loud now. What happened?
Yeah, sell like WD-40 in the States.
No, they don't actually.
Yeah, I gotta turn his mic down a little bit. It's super loud.
What do you mean it's perfect?
No, like you're louder than you were before.
Yeah, yeah. It's all right. I turned him down from here.
I'll be honest, I didn't touch anything. I hit the mute and unmute button.
I literally have you at 40% volume, and the other guy's at 150% volume.
My that's where my mic is. Do you know what those are, Corey?
That is a Sith and a Jedi thingy.
Holocron.
That's it. I was like, why can't I think of the
Thingy.
name of them?
I almost said Rubicon because like Jeep in my head, but yeah. To get them from Disney.
No, I ordered them off Amazon.
Oh, yeah.
You think I can afford to go to Disney right now? My car is not fixed yet.
Fair enough. Have you been to like the Star Wars place in Disney?
No,
Ever?
I do want to go. I want to go build a lightsaber.
It's wild, man. We went. I had like a work trip / wanted to go to Disney under an work expense, but we did Disney and Hogwarts both like back to back. It was fucking wild. Hogwarts was better than Disney though.
Really?
I'm not even Harry Potter. Like I enjoy Harry Potter, so I'm more of a Star Wars fan, but the Harry Potter place was like you're fully like the second you walk through that wall, you're 100% like there is nothing that breaks that illusion that you're not
I feel
in.
like Harry Potter has more fantastical stuff to do that with, though. Like Star Wars, it's deserts and space. Like there's
Well,
not a
yeah,
whole lot.
but it's deserts and space, and then like the difference is like there's deserts and space, and then you have like a Coca-Cola drink stand.
Oh,
like-
okay. I see.
You know what I mean? Like it's with Hogwarts, it's like you're buying if you want to drink, you're getting
Like butterbeer and stuff like
butter
that.
beer. If you're going shopping and you want to check the price, there's no sticky tag. It's a tag on a string that's written with like a calligraphy pen. So like it's like the subtle things of like they just don't break character for anything.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
it was and that was just like that was next level.
That's
Star
funny.
Wars was awesome, but it was just like they still had the shopping experience of just buying Star Wars merch.
Right. My
As
buddy
oppo-
went and he said there was like some ride you can do where you like run from Kylo Ren, and he said
Oh,
it was, like,
yeah.
the craziest thing ever.
Man, it's why you have to like pre-book that ride too. Like you can't just line up for it. You got to pre-book
Oh, really?
it. Yeah, and it is. You're literally in like a 8-seater cart that's like motorized, and it's not like on a track. It's like motorized wheels that are like pre-programmed to drive a specific like area.
Mhm.
And then it takes you right through. Like you basically get boarded by a ship. You're on it like a rebel ship. You get boarded by the stormtroopers, like the First Order, and everyone is in character. Everyone is an actor. They treat you like a rebel scum. You can like get into arguments with them. They will. It's pretty wild. They walk you into like a full galactic like spaceport area where it's just like rows and rows of stormtroopers like lined or First Order troopers lined up, and like the big whole side is a screen that has like ships flying out, so like it looks like you're looking out into space. And then you basically like you escape, and Kylo Ren chases you down, and his like lightsaber like comes through the ceiling at you, and you're like flying away. It's wild. It's
That's
pretty
sick.
cool.
Yeah. If we go, well, we are saving up to go to Sweden and go to Disneyland, and that's where we want to go is to the Harry Potter side and Star Wars.
Yeah,
I wanna
Harry
go on
Potter's
this
in
Star Wars
Universal.
Oh.
cruise.
Well,
Yeah,
two different places.
yeah.
Okay.
Same. Both are in Florida. In why am I forgetting the fucking name?
Orlando.
Orlando. Thank you.
They're both of them because that's where we were gonna go was Florida.
Yeah, we're like
Isn't
20
there two
minutes
different
apart.
places though? Isn't there another Disneyland somewhere else?
Yeah, in California. There's one on each.
California doesn't like guns, so I wouldn't want to go there.
It's random.
California's got the Marvel like Avengers Initiative thing. That's their.
But no one cares about Marvel, so.
Yeah, nobody.
no.
Ryan, are you back yet?
Not a fucking soul.
Not a soul.
Ryan, you back yet?
You're muted if you are.
He's got his camera and mic turned off right now. Yeah, I guess we'll have to wait.
Be entertaining.
I mean, we could spend the time that he's gone with me just doing strength checks and slowly chipping away at
Well,
that barrier.
He's actually upstairs, so he wouldn't even see the interaction between Atlas and Gorhan right
Yeah.
now.
Like I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
just keep trying to get away from saying access for the next 20 minutes.
The viewers will love that.
I am the viewers.
Same.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just if that sort of interaction ends, then we gotta wait anyway. All right, we'll kind of go with what's happening downstairs until Ryan goes back. So I don't wanna waste too much of our precious time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so
Go ahead, I give you access.
Zorhan gets down on one knee and he reaches out, bows his head a little bit, reaches his hand towards your flat-plated chest. And he turns his hand just ever so slightly, and you see a red glow happen right underneath
feel
his
it?
hand. You don't feel anything. You feel a little bit of heat, but nothing other than just a little bit of warmth. And you see this red, quick flash glimmer in the shape of almost a star, like a 5-pointed star, just quickly. And he kind of like jumps back a little bit, almost like pulls his hand back, and just, your key is intact. It's not like any that I felt before, though.
Is it broken?
No,
And just before, like, as that flash I seen, I'd like to do like I want to ascertain if I've seen this magic before or if I recognize it.
okay.
Like, would it be anything in regards to like any work I've done in the past that I
So
remember? If
you
any.
recognize it from the same type of energy when you were on the boat and the mage there had put it in your chest. It felt like the same type of sensation.
Okay, so no understanding of what it is.
There is something very familiar with the type of energy, but you can't place it. But there is something very familiar with it.
Okay. Carry on.
Okay. Okay, so...
Did,
so
did I
Gorhan-
break it?
No, you're fine, little one. He pats you on the head.
But you just said that you've not felt that before. What's different?
How do I say this? It felt more intact than normal.
Oh, am I more powerful than my friends?
Well, the key doesn't give you power, it just gives you entrance.
So do I get more entrance than my friends?
You will have to ask when you get there. That's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah, great. Okay. Hopefully we can get there soon.
That's what I hope.
Darius, do you need help moving things? I'm quite strong for my size.
That would be great.
Sure. All you have to do is ask.
All right, so during this really long conversation, Felix is going to have frantically searched every single thing in this upper area. He'll toss all the beds. He'll look through these bookshelves. He'll look in this desk
Okay.
here.
So first, so pick the first thing you want to go to.
He's going to toss all the beds.
Okay. So as you go through each of the beds, flipping it up, they're in varying states of decay. The outside one's not as much as the middle, but it just looks like the middle ones are probably pieces missing of it, piece of wood broken off it. Probably parts of this were what you were pushing through, trying to get up into this upper level. Nothing else really standing out too much about the beds. Run an investigation check for me.
21.
Okay. So yeah, the beds look Nothing extra special about them. As you're tossing the last bed over by the desk, though, you do find in one of the drawers looks like a kind of beat up letter almost, which I will give you right now. It's a little bit tarnished. And so as Jack, as Reen was moving around the room as well at the same time, taking a look around, you get a general view of the room, you know, some random furniture, some kind of like storage shelves in the back with clothing on it. There's a mirror in the bottom corner, a desk, some beds. You see the circular bones. You see the chest. There's nothing else really that stands out to Reen.
Anything above, like on the ceiling?
No, this isn't as tall of a ceiling. It's only about maybe 15 feet. But this, you can see the ceiling is unfinished. It's exposed rock up there. There was no time taken to put a extra ceiling on top of it.
If Reen's not sensing any danger and she sees that this room isn't very big, she would just make her way back down the stairs.
Okay.
And on her way, if I'm assuming she sees Darius trying to move stuff to get up there, she's gonna try to bite something and move it out of the way.
Okay, so as we flip down below while Felix is reading the letter, Atlas, you were going up to help Darius move the stuff?
Yeah, I'll just help him move stuff out of the way.
Okay, so good enough. Like while the three of you are up there pulling the furniture and stuff away, it does get clear enough to make a pathway so that anybody would be able to move through that particular stairwell.
Okay. I want to go in the room.
All right.
Dorhan, should we go into the other room?
I'll watch the bottom of the stairs if you want to go up further. I'm worried about
Okay.
getting attacked from the rear.
Let me know if you need me.
I'll follow.
Okay. So all of you heading upstairs?
Mhm.
Okay.
Jack will stay downstairs and Reen's gonna go downstairs.
Okay. Will do.
Musical chairs, sorry.
It's all good. I love managing this. All good.
We're making sure you get better at it.
Somebody should head back to the first room.
Actually, I'm gonna go back to my tree.
What do you think's going on at the beach right now?
Yeah.
Okay, and there. So Gunner's done. You're done. Darius has got to go. We're getting there though. We're getting there. All right, so we're gonna move there. And we're gonna move back there. All right, I think we're all in the right place now. So yeah, as you come up, Darius and Atlas, you pretty much see Felix rummaging through everything. Everything's kind of flipped over and turned. Looks like he's been rummaging through everything. He's sitting reading a letter right now. You see some bones scattered in a circle in the middle of the room with a kind of clay pot and ashes there. Mirror in the bottom corner, some storage shelves.
I'd like to look at the bones to see if I could kind of ascertain what creature they're from, and possibly how they died.
Okay, do a scan.
Mm-hmm. Scanning.
Does it look like ritualistic or anything?
Hold on.
Ooh, a nat 20 for a total. Is this medicine or is this?
Yeah,
what is
medicine.
this?
If
25.
you're inspecting, the bones, try and figure out what they are. Yeah.
And ascertain how, maybe if I could ascertain how they perished.
Okay. So, as you start scanning the bones,
And what languages they spoke as well, if I could figure that out with that nat 20 roll. No, I'm just kidding.
and their blood type.
Yeah. And anything about the tournament.
They're contestants from the tournament. So yeah, so just scan the bones. You can put them together to be humanoid. You can tell with the sizing of some of the femurs and the different bone components that it's sort of a mixture of humans and dwarves mostly. You can ascertain about four bodies. And there's glass shattered kind of all over the area, and you can see that the bones, many of the bones have scratchings that would be consistent of these glass pieces shattering through the bones.
Ooh, interesting. So, on a brief scan, I was able to ascertain that these are humanoid or dwarf bones, approximately 4 of them, and cause of death might have something to do with glass shards. There is some deep lacerations to the bone. Thoughts?
One thing you guys would have noticed when you came up, at least looking at the beds, is that like they were like frantically tossed, like blankets, mattress, everything's just kind of turned over. Like somebody tore through here, searching through these things, trying to find anything. Felix doesn't really acknowledge Atlas's observations. He's just going to tuck the note he found in his belt, and he's going to go and examine this mirror.
Okay.
Would I have caught him tucking that note into his belt?
It wasn't sneaky, so if you're looking.
Yeah. There you
Well,
go.
would you have done that while I was scanning or while after I finished talking?
By the time it all happened, probably by you'd have been done scanning by that stage before you walked
Yeah,
out of
okay.
the mirror. So
Well, Felix, have you found anything? It looks like a mess in here.
Felix is just going to examine the mirror.
I don't know if he did this or if it was like this when he got here. Truthfully, I mean, this room is kind of in disarray already. This whole mine is.
Well, yeah, and there's all these bones everywhere. I'm sure if someone was going to clean the beds, they would have cleaned the bones up.
Yeah, sure. Is this chest opened?
no.
Can I check it?
Yes. Check it. You're gonna
When
open
I
it?
say check it, like, well, yeah, is it locked?
Okay, it is locked.
All right.
And roll an investigation, Felix, while you're checking the mirror.
I want to look at the glass shards. I want to kind of investigate them, see what they're all about.
Okay. Roll an arcana
11.
check. 11? Okay. So the mirror, as you study it, it looks fully intact, actually very clean for being where it is. And the frame that it's in it's a stand-up mirror. It's quite exquisite, like in carvings. It's like an old wood. It's very pretty, carved around the side, across the top. Yeah, that's what it just looks like, a clean, beautiful mirror.
And based on the information that I've obtained, I would like to see if I can detect any magical properties on this mirror.
Okay. Roll an arcana. And you got an 11, right, Alice?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, sorry.
I was a 14 on the arcana.
Okay.
What is
So-
it? Investigation? Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, arcana. You're an arcana check. Sorry, Alice.
Okay.
So you can't tell anything that would give you an indication that it's magical. The carvings on the outside don't correspond to you for anything you would know as like runic and carvings, or an infusion of any kind.
Okay.
It's 11 for me.
11. Okay. So the glass shards, they just look like normal glass shards. You don't see anything special about them other than the fact that they're sharp.
Okay. And there's like a pot in the middle here, or that's
Yeah, it's a broken pot with like ash in it.
okay. And there's no glass, so the glass doesn't match up with any of the pot pieces.
No. No.
Okay. Does the glass have any reflective? Like, is it clear or is it
It's
have like a mirror consistency?
like a mirror consistency. It's very reflective.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, you're trying to open the lockpick the chest. Is that what you're doing?
Yes, and
That's
it's actually
hilarious.
16 because of Jack of all trades. I get
Okay.
to add half my proficiency to it.
Okay. 16. You put your lockpick in. You turn it. You feel that sweet spot. You flick. And it doesn't open.
Oh. All right then.
Hey Felix. It's a nice mirror here.
Yeah. I thought that there might be some kind of magical properties associated with it, but maybe
I'd like to quickly punch my fist into the mirror.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Just as an aside, there is a
Oh.
checkbox in the character sheet.
I don't have it
settings
loaded.
for Jack of all trades, by the way.
Is there?
Yeah, so if you go to the cog beside spells,
Yeah.
okay, and then the bottom middle box, there's a checkbox at the bottom called Jack of all trades. If you check that,
Oh yeah, it's checked off. I don't know why it didn't add it to that.
12.
12. Okay. Roll for damage.
it looks like it did at it.
Just an unarmed attack, so it's just one
Oh.
damage, I think.
One.
My
Okay.
proficiency is 1.
So yeah, you smack the mirror,
Mm.
and you see a crack kind of just start to form from where you impacted it. Not enough to break it, but you do see a crack forming in the mirror.
Okay, so I want to flip my hand to my scalpel, and I want to try to pry a piece of glass out.
Okay. So while you're doing that, I just want to check in with Jack because we haven't checked in a while. You still good down in the main dorms, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, Jack and Reen just are standing like next to Dorhan, just on guard with him.
Okay. I want roll a perception check for both of you.
For me and Reen.
Yep.
23 for Jack and 12 for Reen.
Okay, Jack. So you hear like the faintest of whispers, and it sounds like it's coming from different directions. It's like, why are you here in my mind?
And Jack's gonna turn to Dorhan. Are you hearing that?
I didn't hear anything. What did you hear?
Whispers, asking why we're here.
I didn't hear anything.
And Jack's gonna start looking the room, surveying the room, to see if he can spot anything ominous.
Okay, so you're kind of just doing a patrol of the room, kind of look around.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
Another 23. I've rolled
Okay.
3 19s.
So as you're walking around the room, you still hear this whisper, but it seems like it's coming from different directions of the room, like almost simultaneously. You are not welcome. You shouldn't be here. And as you're patrolling, we will switch back upstairs. And so Atlas was changing his. What were you doing? Changing your weapon? Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
I want to pry a piece out.
Right.
sorry, if you would still mind me, just trying to ascertain some sort of investigation that I've been doing on the shards of glass here. So yeah, hopefully you don't enjoy this mirror because I seem to be breaking it currently. If that's okay.
Why are you breaking the mirror?
Oh, I need to obtain a piece of this glass so I can compile a analysis comparing to the glass that's on the floor.
I'm just going to continue trying to pry the piece out as this conversation's going.
But I think this mirror could be important. There could have been some kind of magical property that we didn't understand. If you break it, it's not going to work anymore.
Oh, I thought you just said that it didn't have magical properties.
Well, not that I could immediately ascertain, but I'm not familiar with all the magical things across all of the world. Don't you understand that the world broke into several different islands and we don't know all the magical things that could be on all the different islands? And this is a different island than I've ever been on. And this could be a magic that I never understood and that you never understood. So we could have had... someone needed some way to figure it out that we didn't know yet.
Sounds like something else you don't know.
Well, I mean, if we took that stance with everything, then, I mean, we'd be careful with what doors we opened and what we stepped on, because anything could be magical. That doesn't sound like a life to live.
And Felix pulls the note that he had found up here and says, well, this note seems to strongly imply that this mirror has magical properties, which is why I was looking at it in the first place.
Okay, and Atlas, you see this note that he passes over to you.
Processing.
So as he's processing, Jack, you're still scanning the room. Okay.
Silent Jack.
All right, so Darius, yeah.
I'm just going to walk over to them at this point because I failed
I
to
was
open
muted,
it.
my bad.
Okay. All right, so you're over there with him.
Yep.
Okay.
What's going on, guys? Cool.
Nobody. All of a sudden, everybody is. Well, I know that Atlas is reading.
I was muted. I do want to do stuff.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's what I meant by Silent Jack.
Yeah. Jack is gonna go between the beds and like go to the top right corner of the room and stuff, and he's gonna see if he can find an area where he believes he can hear like the voices a little louder, maybe like a focus of them.
Okay. So you can roll an investigation.
Uh, 13.
Okay. So you can't seem to pin it down. It just seems like it almost feels like it's from everywhere above you. It doesn't seem to be centered in one specific area. No matter where you go within the room, these repeated words are kind of whispered every 20, 30 seconds. You're getting this message.
Jack is going to go back upstairs and see if he can still hear it.
Okay. Jack, where are you going?
I still hear something saying, "Why are you in my mind?" I want to see if I can still hear it up there.
Okay,
Stay
be
on
careful.
guard. Reen, stay there. And
All
he's
right.
gonna go up the stairs.
You're going upstairs? Okay, let me get you over there.
And when he gets to the top of the stairs, he's not gonna say anything. He's just gonna like have his eyes closed, and he's gonna be focused on listening.
Okay.
Felix, I'm sorry. I didn't know. You seemed like you were done with the mirror, so I just really am interested on how these people died. And
I wasn't done with the mirror. I was still standing here.
oh well, most people stand in front of mirrors. That doesn't mean they love them and want to see them not destroyed.
Well, I suppose it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, no, I don't like. I mean,
And I just like start kind of patting it and like making sure it doesn't look too broken.
I mean, it still works. I mean, I can see you, and I can.
Can I see me in it?
Yeah.
I can see me.
Can I look in it? Can I see everyone else in the room?
Yeah. It looks like it's reflecting back exactly what you expected to see behind you.
Felix, why do you think this mirror is magical?
This note that I found up here seems to reference that it might be.
Can I see the note?
Oh, yeah, here. It's a good read.
Kit, is the mirror like on a floor stand or is it on one of those like flippy kind of like swivels where you could like, you know how they, yeah.
Yeah, I know what
what I'm
you're
talking
saying. Yeah, no, it's just a floor stand. Yeah.
Okay. And it looks to be like the only clean thing in here.
Yes.
The glass. Does the framing on the mirror look as clean as the glass, or like does the framing look new too, or just the glass?
The framing looks like it has dust and kind of covered. The glass itself looks
Is okay.
Is the clean part, yeah.
Okay. Can I grab a piece of glass from the ground and bring it over to the mirror?
Sure.
Or I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the glass up to the mirror, and I want to kind of see if I can tell if it's the same type of glass.
Okay. Yeah. No problem. You go ahead, start walking over and grabbing that. Jack, as you come up the stairs, roll a perception check.
16.
Okay. So you don't hear the whispers.
Jack immediately goes back downstairs.
Fuck you, man.
Hey, Jack. Bye, Jack.
And Jack is going to go to the other set of stairs
Yeah, I was going to tell you to do that.
that Dorhan and Reen were guarding, that we were standing in front of. And he is just going to, as he passes Reen, he's going to run his hand like over her and just kind of snap his finger a few times. And she's going to immediately follow him. And he is going to walk all the way down the hallway and keep listening as he walks.
Okay, so yeah, you get about the halfway down the hallway, we'll say, and then we'll switch back up the stairs. It'll take you a little bit of time to do that.
So once I finish reading the note, Felix, they mentioned that there were other artifacts. There's a chest over by the stairs. I couldn't pick the lock. Maybe you should try to open it. Maybe there's something that can get this working.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Darius. I'll go have a look.
And I'm going to inspire him.
I'll recast guidance on him as well.
Oh boy. All right. I'm going to roll in that one. I will attempt to pick this lock.
Crits.
Yep. Pretty close. It was a 2, so that's pretty good. Uh, 12.
Yeah,
That's what I got from all that.
Okay, so as you start to lockpick it, the beads of sweat coming down, you're still feeling that frustration of not being able to figure out, like, what is it with this mirror? What's going with this mirror? You just can't get it out of your head, and you just can't get that lockpick, and you just, in frustration, the lock stays closed.
Atlas, can you come smash this chest open?
Felix is going to react in frustration as it doesn't work, and he like snaps a pick in the lock, and he just goes ah, and he takes his hammer out, and I'm gonna attack the lock.
Okay, roll for damage.
5 bludgeoning.
Okay, so it hits the lock. This lock is quite a solid iron one. It doesn't take a lot of damage from your attack.
So as he like is reeling from his attack, this hand just like rests on his shoulder and pats him, and then as he turns to see it, it's Atlas's like floating hand. and, and it just like, I'm still over at the mirror, like kind of fiddling with the glass, and the hand is just patting him, and it just kind of like moves him over, and then the hand flips into a lockpick.
There's your
And
hand.
then, thank you. Just no words are spoken. Just calming, and then I'm going to insert the lockpick in. I have now cast guidance on myself though.
And so as you're doing this, are you still your main body? Is your main body still picking
Yes.
up the glass and going, okay.
Well, I'm assuming I've already picked up the glass. I'm like kind of placing
back.
it up next. Yeah.
Okay.
This is sleight of hand, right? Shit. Fuck's sakes. Yeah. Cool.
Sorry, we're doing sleight of hand for lockpicking and not lockpick, not thieves' tools proficiency.
You're not proficient, right, Atlas?
No, I'm not. I have a tool. Like I have a set of thieves tool. Actually, no, I am because I'm allowed to be proficient in 2 tools. How does that work?
It's a good question.
Well, I'm just asking. Yeah, so rules is written. Lockpicking is a dexterity check, and you get a bonus if you're proficient with thieves' tools specifically. It's
Yeah.
not sleight of hand based.
Oh, that's why I
Okay.
didn't do my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes
sense. All right. So what's the proficiency bonus is 2 plus 2?
At this level, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then it is dexterity.
Dex, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's much better. So
Yeah.
I don't have to roll then, do I? Wait.
Yeah, it would be your whatever.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, you're
a dex,
rolling and then
a dex
adding your
roll plus
your
proficiency if you're proficient with these tools.
Okay. What did I roll before?
I didn't see it.
Or
4.
Okay, so 12. 8.
12.
Nope. 12.
Okay. So the floating hand of Atlas, after trying to comfort Felix, floats down and nimbly puts the lockpick in, twists it around. Very confidently, you see these fingers twitching, and all of a sudden, boop, just drops the lockpick on the ground, and it did not open.
It just returns to me.
So as you bring the glass over and hold it up, it is not the same as the mirror. It is a reflective, like glass material, which you can kind of see your reflection, but it is not the same material as the mirror.
Okay. I just toss it back behind me onto the ground.
Okay.
And then I want to just inspect the mirror like around the bottom of it to see if there's like any scratches on the ground where it's been like moved a lot or anything like that.
Okay, roll an investigation.
And I would like to look behind it as well.
Okay, good enough.
Like all around it. Let's see. 17.
Okay. So you're looking around it, you're looking underneath it, behind it. You don't see anything that you didn't see before. You see the engravings in the wood. You see the crack that you did. As you turn away to look towards the group, out of the corner of your eye, you see movement in the mirror. Just as you turn, and it doesn't seem to match anything that you've seen when you turned around to look at the group.
Okay. Can I try to recreate that turn to see if I can see it again and like kind of get a more focus on it?
Yeah. So you turn around. Doesn't happen again.
Okay.
So let's just check in with Jack as he goes down the hallway with Reen. As you get further from the room, you don't hear the whisper anymore.
All right, back inside. And Jack is going to go back upstairs. And he is going to go to the center where all the bones are and the pot that has the ashes in it. and he is going to move it around.
Sorry, before he does that, did I see the move? Like, whereabouts in the room did I see the movement?
So you've seen the movement in the corner of the mirror, in the bottom left corner of the mirror, almost like
Yeah.
there was something in the room that was running, but it wasn't in the room.
Okay, but where in the room would that have running been? Like in like where does that
It would
corner
have
of the
been, like,
mirror reflect
yeah,
to?
about 3 foot in front of the mirror, like about 2 foot in front of where you'd be standing when you turned around.
Okay. All right. So okay, like this way.
Yeah, it would have been like about there.
Okay. Okay.
And Jack is going to basically tear up where the bones are at. Like he's gonna like kick over the pot, and he's gonna like kick the bones away from everything, and he's going to tear this area up.
As he's doing that, I'm like, whoa, 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 what are you doing?
Testing a theory. I'm hearing some voices downstairs.
So you think that disrespecting the dead is going to make the voices go away?
Yes.
Sorry, what do you mean you're hearing voices?
I'm hearing voices downstairs saying you shouldn't be in my mind.
Oh, was
And-
Dorhan hearing those voices too?
He was not, and I came up here. I did not hear them. I went down the hallway from whence we came, and I still didn't hear them.
Felix kind of looks around at the other people and says, have you heard voices before?
No, I have not. And well, the whole time he's still like he's just kicking stuff out of the way and making a mess of this area.
Well, maybe the voice belongs to the shadow thing that I just seen kind of run by.
What?
I'm hearing multiple voices,
Oh, so there's more than one.
and they're from all areas. It sounds like it's just hovering around me. So, one moment, and he's gonna finish tearing this up. You said there was like runes on the like writing on the ground.
Yeah, so there's like scratches. Roll investigation check while you're there.
Okay.
See how much of this you
Ooh.
notice.
A 15. That's a good roll. Hold on. Investigation. 17.
Okay. So you can see, yeah, like there's been scratchings on the ground, kind of around the pot. You've kind of kicked all the bones over. The pot with ash in the middle. Nothing other than that seems to stand out about the area as you're ransacking, kicking it everywhere.
He's going to dump the ashes out, and then he's going to run his dagger through the rune to, like, mess up the writing. And then he's just going to go back downstairs.
Okay. So what all
I'm
of
gonna
you...
follow.
I'm gonna follow him downstairs.
Okay, so before you both go down the stairs, everybody roll a perception check.
17.
17. Okay.
10.
16.
Okay.
11.
Okay. Okay, good enough. So Atlas and Jack going downstairs?
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to talk to Dorhan.
Okay, let me get you guys out of there.
Felix is going to go look at these. Look like bookshelves.
Yeah. Well, no, sorry, they're
then
not
immediately
bookshelves.
go
There's
back up.
storage like of like clothing storage.
Okay. He's going to tear through that and see if anything's interesting in there.
Okay.
I'm literally just asking Dorhan to come upstairs for a minute.
Okay. So as you're walking over there, you don't see anything of note through the bookshelves, Felix. You're searching through, you're just pulling it out frantically, looking for clues, looking for anything that might stand out. But all you're finding is old blankets, old clothing. The clothing's a little bit better than the stuff you found downstairs. This is probably, you're ascertaining some sort of like of more foreman status. Maybe not foreman because it'd be more delicate, but somebody maybe of management status might have been up here. But there's nothing within there that you find that is is worth spending more time on.
The bones that Jack just kicked all around the room, did they have clothes on them?
No.
Well, they died naked.
Well, they decayed. It's like they're slashed and frayed to the point where you couldn't even tell their clothes.
Okay.
It's like a pile of material.
Felix,
Yeah.
while you've been searching up here, have you found a key?
No. No key.
All right. Is this a desk?
Yep.
I want to search the desk. If there's any drawers or anything. Basically, my goal now is to try and find the key to this chest, which I assume the person that died up here had.
So yeah, as you're looking through, it looks like it's been rummaged through, like drawers thrown out and any papers just flushed all across the floor. It looks like it's been pretty ransacked already. You don't see anything there that stands out to you.
Okay. I'm going to search the beds, I guess. Basically, I'm just going to go over. I don't know that Felix already ripped the room apart, but I'm going to go through the room and
Okay.
see if I can find a key.
It does look pretty ripped apart, but you're more than welcome to. Like, it's pretty obvious. He completely
Yeah.
tore everything apart.
I just mean, like, I know he ripped it apart, that the room
Yeah.
appears, but I didn't know Felix did it. I just assumed that that was the state it was in.
Sure. Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, I want to go through it, just see if I can find the key.
Okay.
I'm gonna search this table, desk, whatever. If there's anything, any drawers.
Yeah. So they're all drawers. Roll investigation.
You want both of us to?
For now, just Felix.
17.
Okay. So pulling these out, it looks like generic knickknacks. There's some quills in there, some paper. Was probably backup storage for using stuff at the desk. But as you pull one out, you feel a little bit of a shift in the bottom of the panel. And you slide it over and you see a key in there.
Okay, yeah, I'll take the key out, and I'm going to rush over to the chest and try to use it.
Okay.
If I see him doing it, then I'll just stop searching.
Sure. Yeah. So you stop searching.
Right.
You see him do it. He's pretty open about what he's doing usually.
Did you find something?
And Felix doesn't respond. He's just gonna try the key on the lock.
Okay, so it fits perfectly. You turn it, and this heavy iron lock just bing flips open.
And so as he's doing that, and as he's turning it before it opens, he's just kind of muttering to himself, like, "Has to succeed. It has to work. It has to work." And when it pops open, he pulls the lock out and opens the chest right away to see what's inside.
Okay. Just as you open the chest, you see a beautiful, shiny, strange looking object. It looks like almost like a key with a handle and a five. Looks like it should have 5 prongs at the end, but it looks like one is broken. So this is what you see. It's got a handle at the end, sort of a shaft, and like almost like a 5 kind of prongs at the end, but one of it's all broken, and there's some kind of runic symbols down it.
Do I see it as well?
Are you pulling it out of the chest or leaving it in there? Or
Well, I'm like
no,
beside
I mean,
him.
sorry for Felix. I just mean because if he's just opened it, you wouldn't be able to see where he is. But if he's lifted it out, you'd be able to see it.
Okay.
Sorry, how big is it? Like the size of like a short sword or something? Like
It's
bigger.
it's about 1.5 feet. It's a good size.
It's a keyblade.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, yeah, I'll take it out. Examine it. Does it seem to have any magical properties?
Roll investigation.
12.
I'm sorry. I meant Arcana. Do Arcana, not investigation.
It would be the same, but I can roll again if you want.
Just in case you're a proficient.
It's the same bonus, yeah.
Okay. So the only thing you can really recognize is the fact that this is very similar to the style that you would infuse your objects. So You can tell that it has some sort of properties beyond just a physical key, but you don't really know exactly what it is. So while he's looking over that, Atlas was going down to talk to Dorhan. See, you guys have got me calling them the wrong name now too. So yeah, you're down there now. So Atlas,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Dorhan,
Yes, little one.
can you come up here really quick? If it's okay, if Jack can stay down here and watch the back door, and you just pop up here for a moment.
You're
Jack,
good.
you watch the rear.
You're good. Go on.
Okay. So Dorhan
Come on up.
goes.
You haven't been hearing any voices by any chance, have you?
Voices? No, only you and Jack.
Right. Me neither. Okay, come on, quick.
Oops. Sorry, Jack. I moved you to the wrong spot.
It's all right. Just don't do it again.
Yeah. Stop going up and down all the time. Okay, what's going
Dora,
on?
there's a chest right there that is open, and we don't need you anymore. Thank you for coming up. You can return downstairs.
That's what you called me here for?
Well, it wasn't open when I left.
What
I
is
was
happening
hoping
up
we could-
here? What are these bones?
They are humanoid bones. Also mixed in is some dwarven bones. And there's about 4 of them, and they seem to have died by some sort of deep laceration involved with this glass that I was able to ascertain.
Okay. Is there anything else in this room we can use?
Yeah, there's many beds if you'd like to rest. There's a mirror if you'd like to check yourself out. Some different areas. There's some shelving if you'd like to store some things. There's some bones if you like bones. There's a chest that they just opened. I don't know what's inside it. I was downstairs getting you.
Okay, if the room's secure, then I know that Felix kept saying he wanted to rest. Would this not be a spot we could barricade the stairs and rest here? If you've secured the room, it looks safe.
Oh, absolutely. I believe this room is probably very safe. It seems like the past people in this room were trapped in here for a very long time, according to a note that we found. So I'm assuming if they were trapped, then that means there was no real way to get out, which means there's no real way to get in, thus making it safe.
Felix, what do you think? It's your choice.
Show Dorhan the note. It's a good read.
Darius is holding on to it.
I'll hand it
Still.
over.
Okay.
Do we have any idea how much time has passed since we crashed on the beach? Like time of day, like how many hours?
You've pretty much been going for a full day, almost. It's probably about 10 hours or so.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could rest here for now. What are we gonna do for food?
Oh, I don't need any sustenance in like that manner, so I'm okay.
Well, I've got some rations in my bag.
I don't have anything. There was nothing in the temple worth taking in regards to nourishment.
So your whole job is to keep us alive and they don't give you food?
There was food on the boat.
Ill prepared.
So this note, they were trying to open a teleport circle with no magic abilities. That was reckless.
Maybe that's what killed them.
I believe it was actually glass shards that killed them.
No, but if they tried to cast a teleportation spell without the know-how or the expertise, it could blow up in their quite literally blow up in their face.
Absolutely. But it would have been the shards that killed them.
Technically, he's right.
Technically, I'm always right.
Not necessarily. The explosion could also have killed them.
Well, in any case, Darius, do you have enough rations for all of us? Because I don't have any food.
I have 5.
So then, yes.
Well, I mean, if Jack wants to split his with Reen, then yes.
I won't need
Again,
anything.
I don't need any nourishment, so I'll be okay.
Right. Okay. Then in that case, I will mark off 3 rations? 4. All right.
I can guard the stairs from below. I don't need any more rest. If you all want to rest here, I can go get Jack.
Yeah, I would go get him, but come back up. It might be safer if you guard up here. If you get attacked downstairs, there's a chance we won't hear you while we're resting.
He's already gone.
That is sound logic.
Okay, so Dorhan goes down. Jack, they wish to rest up above where it's safe.
Jack is not going to respond to him because he is still listening.
Okay, so Dorhan, let me put myself here. You can see.
Would I have heard anything while he was up there? I guess would
Nope.
probably save us time.
Jack, listen, I understand you have your motivations, but at this time, we need to stay together as a team. If the group need to do something, I suggest that we do it.
I'm not opposed to whatever they're doing.
Do you wish to stay awake and keep watch?
I feel fine. I'm rested enough. I've got food for myself and Reen.
Sweet. 2 more rations for me.
Not to doubt you, but do you think it is wise to go full day or 2 days without rest? Who knows when we'll have this opportunity again? It's up to you. I don't mind watching. As you know, I've had plenty of rest.
Whatever that red light was kind of gave me a second wind. I feel fine.
Okay. So are you going to watch here?
I'll stay down here if you're staying down here.
Someone's going to get exhausted.
Did you say it was 10 hours since the red light or since we crashed?
Since you crashed.
Oh, yeah, then I'm fine. But when Dorhan and Atlas went upstairs, have I heard anything since then?
You have not.
Well,
Okay, so Dorhan, there's no need for 2 of us here. You can sound the alarm if you're going to stay up.
Reed and I will take watch down here.
Very well. All right, so Dorhan heads back up the stairs.
And Jack and Reen are going to take somewhat tactical positions.
Oh, 2 of you now.
So if anyone does come downstairs, we will be able to see them.
All right, good enough. All right,
I'm gonna say to Felix before we go to sleep. So about that bag.
Yeah. I'll have a look at the bag.
All right. I guess we'll do our rest after, and you can tell me about it when we wake up.
So for the bag, you can disclose to him the details of the bag. You did start it before Dorhan showed up in the intersection, so you would have had enough time pretty much to ascertain the details of the bag. So
Okay. In that case, I have questions about it. Again, I know that I can put stuff in it, and I know how to take the stuff out of it. But is there a limit to how much stuff I can put in it?
Do I? Oh, there it is. I was like, I know I saw this info before.
Yeah,
but it's
I just-
not in my
yeah.
journal. There is in fact a limit. This bag is actually a little bit different than the one that I'm more familiar with, but upon examining it and a little bit of experimentation, I definitely determined that there is a limit. You can hold exactly 500 pounds in here maximum, but it can't be greater than a volume of 64 cubic feet.
Okay. I don't think I'm ever going to try to put something that large in there. Can people go in there? Like, is there air? Will they suffocate?
Do I hear this conversation?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend putting somebody in there that you are friends with because they will likely not survive.
I thought you could go in there. Was that not in there? Was that not part of its description?
You can hold your breath for a certain amount of time, but there's no air in there.
Do I hear this conversation?
Thought...
Yeah, you're gonna hear it. Yeah, they're openly
Breathing creatures
discussing it.
inside the bag can survive for up to a number of minutes equal to 10 divided by the number of creatures. Minimum 1 minute. So if I put one creature in, they can survive for 10 minutes.
Or, someone who doesn't breathe could probably survive forever in there.
Oh, I'm having this conversation like privately.
What? You
Well,
did
I
not
just
say
asked
that.
3 times.
Yeah, and I said you will hear it.
Oh,
You're
okay.
like-
Sorry. I was trying to find the information while you guys were talking, so I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I try to keep this quiet between Felix and I. If you want to try and sneak up and avoid my perception, you're welcome to try.
I want to try to hear all things in the room at all times. I'm on high alert.
Yeah, okay. If you want him to hear it, whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
You're only 10 feet away. I mean, he's gonna.
Yeah,
Unless you're
Felix isn't
whispering-
really being quiet here.
Yeah, Felix is known for his quietness.
Okay, so I can put people in, but only for
I
a
just
period
like
of time.
barge in, like you think you're being quiet, and I just barge in and be like,
Or people who don't breathe can stay in there forever.
you just
Good
like
to
kind of.
know. And I
nod to
smirk
you.
at you. If I put you in, you can't get out.
That is very true.
Okay. Anything else that I need to know about it? Like, what if we like? You said you could make these, right?
I can make something similar. Yeah, a basic bag of holding. I'm familiar with the schematics for that.
So what if you like made a bunch, and then we put them inside here?
No,
Like, we could have infinite storage.
no, that's not a smart idea. I really wouldn't recommend it. Everything would be destroyed, and who knows what would happen after that.
You don't know what would happen?
I have a rough idea, but I'm not entirely familiar with the astral plane, unless you are.
Again, I've heard a little bit about it. I know it's another plane of existence. A lot of magic energy ebbs and flows from there, but I don't really know. I've never been there, so.
Yes, well, neither have I, and I don't really want to start today.
All right, very well. May I have it back?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. And then I thank him, and I put my hand on his shoulder. I'm like, "You're a good dude," and I walk off to bed.
Okay.
If you say so. And Felix is going to get to work tinkering on his armor, tinkering on his warhammer.
Okay. And Atlas, what would you like to be doing while they settle down for the evening?
I'm just gonna be looking over the room, just kind of keeping an eye on everyone, investigating,
Okay.
playing with my buddy.
Once I'm in bed, I am going to take my shirt off, cover myself in the blanket, and I'm going to check out whatever the heck they put inside of me.
Okay. So you're going to look at the thing that's been in your chest for.
Well, now that I actually have some time to be like private and like I feel somewhat safe in this room, yes, I'm going to take some time to investigate it.
Okay. So as you feel around, take a look at it. It's it looks to you. It looks like roll an Arcana check.
I am not proficient in that, but 16.
Okay. So it looks to you to be some sort of strange crystal. It's clear but has a almost reddy tone to it, and it is fully embedded in your chest, and it's almost flesh, just a small raising right above it, but it doesn't feel like it hurts you. It's the shape of 5. It's got 5 points like a star, and an insert, which you will see in a second. Which is inwards in your chest. There you go. You can see it.
Oh, and so there's like an oh, I see what
Sorry,
you mean.
it's
So
like
that
flat
spiky
on one
point is in
side.
my chest.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Would I know, is this what I got that warm feeling from on the ship?
You can tell that that's the area it came from. You don't know
Okay.
specifically that was it, but That's the area.
Is there anything else I can ascertain from this?
You ascertain nothing other than you now have a visual aspect of what's being lodged in your body.
Okay. And there's no, like, I assume it's actually, like, I can't get it out.
You can certainly try.
Okay. I don't want to, like, because if I succeed, I don't want to gouge it out of my chest, but I just want to see if, like, I can find a seam or anything, if there's a way for me to get around it. So whatever you
Okay.
want me to roll.
So do you want to try and feel if there's a seam, or do you want to try and like pull to see if there's some give?
That's what, like, I just want to see if I'm capable of removing it. That's all. I don't actually want to take it out, though.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Don't really need to roll for that. You can feel the edges. There's nowhere where you can like put your fingers underneath and pull or anything like that. There's not really a grip area. There's not really a. It's almost hard to see the separation of where the crystal ends and your flesh begins. It's completely melded together.
Okay. All right. With that, I am going to get some rest.
Okay. Sounds good. Atlas is kind of milling around, inspecting the place, taking a look around, playing with Filber.
Mm-hmm.
Felix currently tinkering.
And I will do a quick song of rest for everyone who is going to sleep. So you will get an extra 1d6 hit. It's a long rest, so it doesn't even matter.
So Dorhan.
And then let
Sorry,
me
go
know when everyone's asleep also.
Okay. So Dorhan sets himself right at the opening of the stairs. If Gunner's staying there, right beside Gunner. And he just sits down cross-legged. He pulls the longsword that's been at his back across his legs. And he just sits there. Looks like he's almost in meditation. So Felix, have you done your tinkering and heading to bed, or are you still tinker? How long does your tinkering kind of take?
He's going to be at it for quite a while. He's going to do some adjustments to Gunner as well, just tune ups, make sure everything's okay with him. Seems like if anybody's awake, still watching him at this point, seems like he's probably completed what he needs to do, but he keeps going over everything obsessively and kind of just muttering unintelligibly to himself as he does it.
Okay.
So once he's finished that, heads off to bed, unless there's anything else you need to do before you go to the bed, Felix.
Yeah, so finally gets to a point where it just seems like has a look around and realizes everyone's asleep except for Atlas, and has a look back over stuff and just kind of shakes his head and finally decides to go lay down like hours later.
All right, so Atlas, everybody upstairs anyway, is asleep.
Okay. I'd like to go over to Darius. And his shirt's still off.
Yeah, he didn't say he put it back on, so yeah.
No, I'm sleeping with it off.
Okay.
I do have the blanket covering me, though.
Okay. That's fine. Blankets can be moved.
Yeah, creeper.
Yeah, Gunner will perk up and follow Atlas to watch what he's doing.
Sure. I'm just gonna move over, and I'm just gonna I just want to pull the blanket down gently to not disturb Darius. And I want
Can
to
I perceive this?
Hold on.
I want to reveal the gem, and then I just kind of want to, like, if I get that far without disturbing him, I just want to hover my hand over it to see if I can, like, recreate what I did or what Dorhan had done to us. I want to see if I feel any sort of reaction to it.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay.
And Darius, roll a perception.
So is it my perception, or would it be just, I don't
It's
even know
passive.
what passive perception is.
Yeah, it's...
Assuming passive because you're asleep, right?
Yeah, but I don't know where my passive perception is.
It's all right, I got it here. It's 12.
Okay.
Stealth. And I'm going to guide myself.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, nice. I am sound asleep.
And I
was
want to
it?
tickle his
Sorry, I
nipples
didn't-
while I'm at it too with that roll.
What was the roll? I didn't see it. Sorry.
Nat 20.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so Gunner sees Atlas almost kind of just like float across the room, and then it doesn't even look like his hands even touch the blanket, and it just kind of slowly drifts off. Darius. Yeah, so the crystal is exposed. You put your hand over it, try to replicate exactly the movements and gesture you've seen Dorhan do, but you don't feel anything. Are you touching the crystal, or are you just putting your hand over it?
I was putting my hand over it, so I wanted to try that first, and then eventually, basically, what I'll do is if I don't get any reaction, I want to gently touch the crystal.
Okay. So as you lower your tiny little hand, you touch the crystal, and you can feel and recognize the energy that's there matches what's inside you. It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't do anything. It doesn't react, but you can sense that energy.
Can I try to push some of my energy into it to see if it reacts in any way?
You don't really have the knowledge to be able to push energy out, like touching it, and the will to do that. Nothing happens.
Okay. So if I one second. I'd like to cast. Where are we? Processing. Where is I want to try to cast cure wounds on it. I just want to give it a little bit of my power to see if it reacts.
Okay. So you cast Cure Wounds on it, and it doesn't seem to have any impact.
Okay.
The spell executes, but it doesn't seem to absorb any of it.
No.
No.
And no visual change when I touch it.
No. Just your acknowledgement of that energy is the same as what's inside you.
Okay. I want to give Darius a big hug. Gently. So that my chest presses against his.
Okay. Roll another stealth check on that.
Okay.
You have to be
Can
very
this be at disadvantage?
very-
She's
very
climbing on top of me.
gingerly done.
Yeah, Gunner will emit
Nat
a
20.
sound and use his reaction to impose disadvantage.
Well, him making a sound would wake me up.
Okay. So this all happens. What did you roll? Like
Nat 20.
it would be disadvantage. So so this all happens simultaneously, where you go to reach out for this hug so gingerly and light. You know that you're gonna embrace and touch this beautiful hairy chest. Just as Gunner squeals and wakes Darius up to see you face to face.
I go to sit up and I can't. What the?
But
I
you
just hug him.
yeah, it's a hug. But you
I
don't
just-
feel anything interact from the chest.
Atlas.
Hey, buddy. Just wanted to tell you you're my best friend.
Yeah, you can do that when I'm not sleeping. This is really creepy and definitely crosses many boundaries.
Oh, I didn't take you for the one for boundaries. I thought you would have enjoyed things crawling on you in bed.
See, when you say it like that, that just makes it worse. Nope.
Okay, alright. I will remove myself and save this hug for a later time.
I appreciate that, and I put my shirt back on.
You have great nipples, by the way.
I've been told that before, thank you.
You're most welcome.
All right.
I just like zoom by and I just pat Gunner as I go by.
All right.
And then I remember from the ship, I'm like, keep yourself 7 feet away from me, please.
Noted.
All right, perfect. And then so you just kind of go into stasis or walk around for the rest of the time, Alice?
I'll probably just go into the stasis mode.
Okay.
I will do that near the mirror, actually. Looking into the mirror.
Sounds good. All right, so these guys kind of settling down upstairs. Jack. So it's been a few hours now, keeping watch with Reen. You don't hear those whispers. Everything seems quite quiet for what it is. Reen starts to walk over towards you without command. And she sits down and she looks at you and she has this kind of strange look that you haven't seen her have before. And she closes her eyes and she opens her eyes. They're yellow. They're beaming. And she jumps towards you. And you fall unconscious. You feel yourself being pulled forward. The wind's like rushing against your face. The hair being forced backwards. You realize you're grappling from tree to tree. The sense of freedom you get brings a smile to your face. And then you feel yourself being lifted up. As you look down, you see you're sitting on a dragon. It's large. Its wingspan stretches about 30 feet. You feel the dip and the rise as it flaps its wings in single powerful thrusts. Then you begin to recognize some markings. You realize it's Reen. Flying higher and higher, her face pointing almost to the stars as if trying to reach them. Then in a second, she's gone. You feel yourself falling. Your body rotates as you start plummeting downward, shooting head first downwards towards what you expect to see incoming trees on the ground, but you only see blackness. Your falling speed seems to get faster and faster and faster, finding it hard to catch your breath. You can't breathe. You can't exhale from this air that's being rushed into your lungs. You start to see what looks like lightning streaking all around you, not hitting you, but almost forming a column around you. Red, blue, green, purple, multiple colors. This column rotating around you as you start to feel yourself losing consciousness. Your eyes close. You open your eyes to see that you're now standing. You glance around quickly to try and get your bearings. The ground is gray. The sky shines black and purple. If it wasn't for this purple glow, you'd be surrounded by darkness. A flash every few seconds shows the landscape for a quick second. It looks like a flat, barren wasteland. But there are people, single humanoids, scattered, all over looking around, almost mimicking your exact movements. As you focus forwards, you now see this gleam of metal. And as your eyes follow this shine, it forms a shape, your eyes tracing it upwards. 20 feet, 50 feet, 150 feet. Its armor reaching upwards, getting wider and wider. A massive flash of light from the sky, and you now see this massive armor-plated dragon. Its long neck spins around, and in Draconic, it roars. Get stronger. And it breathes lightning into your body. And blackness. You open your eyes, and Rena's standing beside you, looking and almost seems to have a grin on her face. And we'll leave it there for the week.
Oh! Oh!
Bro just gave me goosebumps.
That was awesome.
Did I give somebody goosebumps? Did I?
Yeah,
Let's go.
I got him.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So for next week, prepare. Everybody is now level 4, so prepare your stats for that
Oh,
for next week.
hey.
I'm
Good
staying
session.
up and I'm leveling up. It'll
uh,
take 2 seconds, but it's worth it.
yeah. Oh, it was a bit of a slower session. Not a lot of stuff happened, but hopefully it was fun.
It was good.
Um,
Yeah. Interesting revelations.
Yeah,
That's good, yeah.
for sure.
So
No, that
just
was
to
awesome.
just to like run this by, because you said we got all the effects of a long rest, and it hasn't been very long, which is why I didn't take a long rest, because I've used 1 spell slot. So I'm not trying to be like the edgy guy that runs away.
We got the effects of a long rest, but we didn't sleep, though. If you don't sleep,
Yeah.
you do get exhaustion.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll be all right.
You can
I'll
get
take
1 point. 1 point will be fine. It's when they start. If you start stacking those points, it gets scary.
Yeah.
If I
yeah.
need to take a nap in a tree, I will.
An 8-hour nap. Awesome. All
That's
right.
good.
Well, good stuff, guys. I got some stuff to prep for next week. That's for sure.
Nice.
All right.
Alrighty.
We'll see you next
Well.
week then. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard
Have a
Time.
good night, gentlemen.
Have a
All
good
right.
night.
Take it easy,
Good
guys.
night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Back next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know, we do gaming streams Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. So we'll be back in the morning with the gaming stream. But yeah, make sure you're here every Tuesday. Check out what happens next. Thanks so much, guys. Have a good one.